Alright, people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Mike is low, so it might low this morning. Last night, Mike low this morning. Anyway, people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. People, thank you very much for joining me. And the question is, let me drop it in the poll. I'm just participating in the poll, people. We're gonna drop the poll, people. Was this? So participate in our poll, people. Yes. No. People participate in the poll. Just drop the poll, people. Please do participate, people. Would really appreciate it if you do so. Smash that like button if you're here for the first time as well. This is MG Sports TV. People, smash the like button. Smash that like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. So these are the areas that we're gonna cover. First of all, people, I'm gonna show you guys who the referee is. That referee our game yesterday. That's the first thing. I'm gonna let you listen to something that the commentator said. I want you guys to listen to something that the commentator said in comparison to what many Reggae Boyz fans are saying. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you listen to something that the commentator himself, who is doing the games, said in comparison to what the Reggae Boyz fans are saying. We're gonna analyze the red card as well. I'm gonna show you the red card. I'm gonna show you the two cards that he picked up. I'm gonna show you the handball in slow motion, and I want you guys to decide if that was a card or not. Secondly, issue of conceding late goal. We're gonna touch on that. Coaches' intentions after we conceding the red card. Then we're gonna look at some of the fans' reaction. We're gonna look at the fans' reaction, people. We will be looking at the fans' reaction. I do think it's wise to look at the fans' reaction first to get everyone a bit pumped up. Everyone a bit pumped up, ready for action. I do think that would be a wise thing. Mark Sheamus, big up. It might be a blessing in disguise. We have not seen Puerto Rico play, but we know what Guatemala can do. Omar Forbes said, like the video. Anton Selanem, big up Anton. Big up my brother. Robbery, bro, I watched the whole match. The second yellow is not deliberate. Don't deserve a yellow card. Omar, the easy now. Foreign Spider said these referees are sad. Guys, let me just boom and say, guys, let me give a shout out to our channel members, shout out to our sponsors, people at SAP Sports. They will be getting the latest Reggae Boy jerseys in. So check out that one, people. Let me give a shout out to our channel members. If you want to become a channel member, people, the link is in the description. The link is in the description to become a channel member. So first of all, the patrons, people. Patrons, you can be anywhere in the world and join our Patreon, our Patreon account, people. Raymond Austin, Ravan Bennett, big up two patrons we have at present moment. The channel members, we have the original Zilla, Jermaine Swaby, Paul Rose, David Beckham, we have Feather 5, Black Icon 40, we have Kyle Wallace from the Reggae Boy Supporters Club, we have Lee Bell, we also have Marsden Ricketts, and we have Jamil Winter, and finally, Rolando Codner. Big up to our channel members. Boom. So, people, I know you guys are not here for the long, old discussion. I won't be doing that, people. I'm just going to give I'm just going to highlight some stuff, people. Rajic Sharp, big up. Manners MG Sports, big up, Rajic. Blessings to you, my general. Blessings, my bro. Flavor the Sound, big up, my bro. Flavor the Sound said MG Puerto Rico scored 25 goals in their 3 qualifying and conceding 0. How much we score? 2-1-4. 2-1-4. That's 7. We scored 7 in 3 games and conceded 2, 4, 5. We conceded 5. Ooh. 5? No, we conceded 6. Yeah, we conceded 6 goals. Scored 7 and conceded 6. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And 4 of those goals that we conceded were after us receiving a yellow, a red card. Guys, people, come on, we have 20 persons watching and not even 15 likes. Smash the like button. I'm going to see the table in the matches Guatemala play. I'm not really worried about Guatemala people. I'm not worried about them. I'm not saying that we're better than them. I'm just not worried about them. Let me fix the camera. The camera's a bit low. I know it's too high. I know it's too high. I think that should be good. That definitely should be just perfect. And it's gone back to square one. Anyways, people, as I said, people, I'm not really worried about Guatemala at no point in time. So yeah, I'm just fix the camera. Bossy. I'm not saying that we're totally better than them, but I believe that we have more than enough firepower to get over them. All right, so first of all, let me guys introduce you to the referee that refed our game yesterday. That's the first thing I'm going to do, introduce you to the referee, people. Let me see if I can bring him up. Let me see. So, this here is the referee that refed our game yesterday, people. This is the referee, people. His name is Victor Rivas. Nationality, USA. Role, referee. Professional debut, MLS referee. Minnesota United versus San Jose Earthquakes. That's in 2018. So, it's actually a young referee. I'm just in 2018, that's what, almost 5 years now he's been a referee. It's actually a very young, really young referee, actually, people. So so this is the referee that took control of our game yesterday, people. As you can see, his nationality is from USA. Tough. And you already know the rival between us and USA, people. You already know the rival between the both nations. You already know the rival between both nations, people. So, people, I just wanted to introduce you to the referee, people. So, you can take what you want from that. The referee is from USA. He's a USA national. You can take what you want from that, people. Tell us what you think. Tell us your thoughts about that in general. Travis Pessoa said he's an American with a Central American name, MG Sports. Yeah, them try trick with. Them try trick with Travis. Rob Smith said the worst part is I think we could beat Canada. Yeah, man, we can beat Canada. Just to say I third them there. The thing is we would possibly face US in the quarterfinals. Well, hopefully it's not a USA referee we face in the quarterfinals. Jamaica said, "I'm born in America, but Hispanic descent." Listen, it's not. We don't care about his descent. We don't care about his descent. We're talking about when race, when in born and grow, America. That is the important part. In born and grow America. So he's an American referee. He's an American referee refereeing a Jamaican game. Now, I would love to see one of our referees that we have over there referee one of their games. I would love to see that. Rob Smith, no matter what heritage he's from, I don't think the heritage matter in Rob Smith. May I tell you the truth? I honestly don't believe the heritage necessarily matter. At the end of the day, how they say him grow up. Jamaica said, but MG Hispanic descendant could be of Costa Rica. Can be. But at the end of the day, it could be. Rob Smith, it could be. But at the end of the day, America and in heritage, it just not add up. Add up. Alright, so we can move away from that now, people. So that is the referee. Maybe we could check out in this in background now. Now I get that. Anyways, so I want you guys to listen to this. First of all. Let me see if I can bring it to this. I'm gonna play something I want you guys to hear, people. I want you guys to listen to the referee, to the commentators. And the reason why I'm doing this, I want you to listen this commentator in comparison to the fans. Guys, smash, guys, we have 30 persons watching. Please, guys, smash the like button, hit the like button, people. Please, I beg on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the clip, people. I want you guys to listen keenly to what the commentators said in comparison to what the fans are saying. Listen cleanly.
Yeah, those 2 yellows to Deshaun Bolt, in and of themselves, they were very, very weak yellows. You could argue that they might not have even been fouls, let alone yellows, and especially when he already had 1 yellow to give him a second for what was a trivial. Yeah, those
Let me play it again, people. I want you to listen keenly. The commentator is speaking in reference to Nashan Bolt Barrett red card that he received. I want you to listen keenly. He's speaking in reference to the red card in the Guatemala game. Listen keenly.
Yeah, those 2 yellows to Deshaun Bolt, in and of themselves, they were very, very weak yellows. You could argue that they might not have even been fouls, let alone yellows, and especially when he already had 1 yellow to give him a second for what was a trivial. Yeah, those 2 yellows to Deshaun.
Alright, so people, first of all, before I do anything, I want you guys to tell me what are your thoughts on what the commentator just said. What are your thoughts on that? Fresh God, big up, massive respect, Fresh God. Jamaica said, let me go back in the comment section. Big up, Rolando Codner, massive respect. Definitely appreciate you coming in, people. It's another one of our channel members. As you can see, star around him name. Star around him name. Star around him name. Home support. Omar Forbes said, Guatemala won't be an easy one. Home support, yeah, for sure. I do believe there won't be an easy game. I do think we can take them, though. I believe we can take them. I honestly believe we can take Guatemala. Omar Forbes said, that's why, brother, everything USA try to fight me out. Jeremy said, in born in America, but Hispanic descent. First person, no game in a playoff should be thought of easy, though. No, it's not easy. Not go easy. But I do think that we can beat them. Jeremy said, I just read that. Teddy Lee, big up. Big robbery. Foreign Spider said, I think it's implicit bias more than it is cheating, but it's affected us at the end of the day. Exactly. It is cheating. It is cheating, man. It is cheating. Me know where the commentator said, man. Jamaica said, I'ma never forget no red. May I tell her, unfortunately I didn't get to go back to show you guys what happened there. Jamaica said, foolishness about reds. Foreign Spider says, facts. Omar said, Anna Himaref, wrong era in person career in. Anna commentate him if you commentate. Yeah, agree, but commentator must have had some knowledge of the football game for him to be able to commentate on the game. Big up Prince Kevin, massive respect, my bro. Fresh God said, massive growth of the channel, 22.8k. Thank you for the support. Keep on smashing and hitting the like button and also subscribing. Guys, please do smash the like button. Now, let's have a look at the first yellow card for let's have a look for the first yellow card for which last night for Gooden. Let's have a look at the first yellow card. And I do believe that definitely that was a yellow card. Look at this is the first yellow card. Even though he won the ball, let me show you something, people. Even though he won the ball, all right, good. This is the moment when he won the ball. This is Gooden. This is the ball making contact with his feet. He's knocking the ball away. Unfortunately, the Costa Rican player didn't ease out, and that's the entail of it. But Gooden initially won the ball. Unfortunately, it was deemed a bit rash. So I would understand getting a yellow card in that instance. People, let me know if you guys are seeing my screen. And it's not black. So let me know if you're seeing my screen, people. Let me bring it back. So this is the tackle. So Gooden initially won the ball. And let me bring it back. Right at this instant, here. Let me pause it. So you can see the Costa Rican player just about to toe the ball off his feet. And Gooden, and if the direction of the toe poke, you'd have sent the ball to this side, but the initial touch from Gooden sent it up this way. Look at it now. Good. So initially won the ball. Clear. Second now. We're going to have a look at the second yellow card. So that in the first yellow card, I would understand. It's a bit rash. Even though he won the ball, they're going to say it's a bit rash. Good. Let's have a look at the second yellow card. Shot here. Good. Let me work, people. This is a slow. I've slowed me slow right down, people. I want you guys to look keenly. I make the screen big right now. I make the screen big, people. Make the screen big. I'm going to make the screen big, people, so only can see it. I slow it right down. And the reason why I'm doing this, people, is there's so much people saying that, boy, the referee had nothing to do with it. The players are so rash and must be a wild man tackling and kind of something there. I wanted to look. I'm going to slow it right down, people. Have a look at this now, people. Shot comes off. Close range, you know, people. Close range. I wanted to look at Gooden's hand. Yes, it's in an unnatural position. The hand is in an unnatural position. The ball hasn't left his feet as yet, but his hand is in an unnatural position. Listen. Comes off. Face turn. Alright, so look at his hand right now. Let me bring it just a little back before it makes contact. That is where it makes contact, people. Off his elbow. It came off his elbow. Now, my question to you is, guys. My question to you guys is this. Is this a deliberate handball by Gooden? If it's not a deliberate handball, that should have never been. Guys, please do smash the like button. Gooden said, we are see it, man. Jimmer said, yes, that's a good yellow, but my problem is Costa Rica made a big offense too, and no card, no come out, and all some falls and bell. Agree. Guys, we have over 60 persons watching now. We can't reach 30 likes. John must are rough. People are not dealing with me rough. We're not dealing with me rough. Alright, so let me jump back in the comment section. Upper said that's his opinion. He's not the ref. He's just commenting on the game. We get more calls against because they stick together in Central America, while in Caribbean we are divided. That has nothing to do with it, man. That has nothing to do with up and running. I don't know how you reach that. Omar Forbes said, yeah, real thing, brother. To be able to say, fight to get, Jemerick said, remember, say, when Amma get the red, the linesman I said, no, the ref will give it anyways. True, but them said the linesman is there to assist that, them say. But in my opinion, if you're assisting, the assistant can also say, referee, he was initially making a foul. He was making a foul. The first foul was there. Just like when Arsenal played Man City, and that foul on Gabriel, that led to the penalty. When they run it back, the player was offside. Which even though the penalty was there, because the player was offside, the yellow card was rescinded, the penalty was denied also, and the rules were offside. So everything was cut back. In that instance, the linesman said, referee, there was a foul before before the player react. So you have to act. You have to act on that first. Referee said, no, I'm not accepting it. Fine. We go, but we move. We move from that. Jemrick said, how the ref said that deliberate. Omar Forbes didn't in the box, and it would see show improvement. Big up. No, Omar Forbes said hard like Mats. Foreign Spider said never yellow. Lannersa said a yellow card may be given to the handball offender if the foul is considered more cynical or worse than a standard handball. However, this is at the discretion of the referee. Agree, Lannersa. But look at this now. Look at that, what you're looking at right at this present moment. That for sure was not cynical at point in time. Lannersa said, was the handball cynical? No, it was not. It was not. That was not cynical. That's why I pause it, Face, MG, you are new to Concacaf, so you come here crying. You don't know the politics in football, Concacaf. I know the politics are up and running. So because me knew that, means I wouldn't accept it and not say nothing about it. The whole reason why I'm doing this up and running is for us highlighting the issues in Concacaf. It's not saying that I'm new to Concacaf. I most definitely know what's happening in Concacaf, but we cannot consistently accept it and not highlight it. Yes, all right, guess what? We'll accept it, but we must highlight it. We're not highlighting it, showing that there's major problems in the Concacaf. There's major corruption in the Concacaf. So we have to highlight it. Just as though we highlight Jamaican foolishness, we have to highlight what's happening in Concacaf as well. Because these things have been affecting us for many years. It has been affecting us for many years. Flavor the Sound said his hand was already in that position before the ball kick. It shouldn't be a card. It is a yellow card based on the intent of the player. The referee deemed the player tried to stop the ball. Agree. But if you look at the position of the player, there's no way he could have, even so close. Oh, God said that totally handball. MG, I agree it is a handball. But was it a cynical handball? That is the thing. Blessing steadily. What? Oh, tell me, give me a second there. Oh, Godfrey, I know it's a handball. I have no complaint saying it's not an. I'm not saying it's not an handball. I am saying yes, it's an handball, but is it a warranted yellow card to even turn to a second yellow to a red card? Was it a deliberate handball? That is the thing, Was it a deliberate handball? Show improvement said inconsistency with the referee are sickening. The players cannot move without moving his hand. Agree. Jim Ricky said it is an handball, but not yellow cards, not deliberate. Jaden Brown said yes, handball, but not a second yellow. Studio Elliott said that was not intentional handball. Argument done. Laneza said, could that shot have been on target? If yes, it was cynical. No. So when a defender is in the 18-yard box and the ball bounces up on his hand and they call a penalty, is it cynical? Is it cynical from the defender? Was it deliberately when the ball whip across the box and the ball lick on him hand and then give a penalty? Is that cynical? Was he trying to stop? Was he trying to stop the goal from scoring, Lanerza? Look how near the player that him, how him more react. The fear, the force a man hit the ball from. Lanerza, look at it. The hand was already in the hair. Where could he put his hand else? He couldn't put it nowhere else. If the ball was kicked on the ground, if the ball didn't shoot on the ground, and you see him dive off fire, if you put your hand that way, then no, you said that's cynical. But Howard said MG's hand is in the hair. Handball, brother. Howard, yes, it's an handball. Howard, listen to me, Howard. Listen to Howard, man. Howard, listen up, please, Howard. Stop coming with the narrative, no, man. Howard, I said yes, we all agree, Howard, that it is an handball. The question is it cynical to be a yellow card? Is it warrant a yellow card? That is the question. For it to be a yellow card, it has to be deliberate handball. It has to be a case in which he deliberately tried to stop the ball. That is deliberate. So Howard, me don't know what you try to say. Teddy, give me a second, Teddy. Give me about 4 more minutes. Teddy, you are going, bro?
Yeah, man, you are going. I'm there, listen, I watch your program,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I come to the realization that truth be told, unless maybe may be controversial, but truth be told, unless we say a lot of players from overseas play, I think some people will now go criticize again. That me realize. So maybe the criticism I leave from the players and to the coach. But let me show you say some of these fans are hypocrites. You know, some of the people that watch them EPL or them La Liga, and them always say the referee them a thief. You notice them argue differently when they come to Jamaica.
Yeah, all of us are referring a thief again.
Like I'm trying to tell you, say now, stick to the conversation. The referee, we know that this is happening in Concacaf, so why are you having a problem? We know the Man U fans them always say rare thiefing on them Liverpool, they always say thiefing on the referee and the media address it. And another thing, the people know why the commentator says they're supposed to stick on commentator stop talking about referee matter. I mean, look how much we watch and even commentators comment on that. You know, maybe they're wrong, maybe they're right, but they have an opinion to comment on how the referee is refereeing. You know? Because when the referee, when the commentators start bad about Jamaica, these same people are going to get the clips and say, this is what the commentators are saying that we're not playing well. But if the commentator comment if we play good, or if the referee do something against it, you hear say the commentator biased to Jamaica.
Alright, so someone in the comment section said, MG, was the shot on target? If the shot was on target, it is a yellow card. How the shot cannot be on target unless the keeper save it. they only record as shot on target when the keeper make a save, or it's directly, you can clearly state that it'll go towards the goal. Me not understand. Me say if the shot was on target, we don't know. The shot could not go sky high. Look which he ball high way up in the here, so, and the ball licky hand in here. That could have go way over outside the stadium. Omar, that could be even going outside the stadium. You see if he man in that box now, would agree. Penalty. You know, must be a yellow card as well. It never not even must be a yellow card, but it could be a penalty. We watch EPL week in, week out, and see some man craft some ball catch him on hand, penalty awarded, not even red card.
Yeah. So good.
Oh, not Omar Forbes. No, not you Forbes. A different Omar. Omar said MG was a shot on the target. If the shot was on target, it is a yellow card. From the way referee there, him can't tell if it's on target or not. Look on the position of the referee. And more until look, you see the moment the ball come up, look how fast the referee go for give the card.
Yeah. So
Once look how fast.
Only thing you have to tell the coach is that you have to tell the players and guess what? So far in the tournament, the referee maybe not going for us. So just be extra careful. That thing I tell the players just do the right thing. Just try to be extra careful.
No, but the problem with that is not Teddy Lee. You gotta tell the players them now say, don't go in a 50-50 tackle. Don't challenge nobody. That you gotta tell right now you basically gotta tell the players them to play with a shackle on their foot. That's dangerous. That is way more dangerous. That is extremely dangerous. Alright, so hold on. Alright, so Omar saying one call him. Let me drop your number so Omar can call him. Let me drop your number, tell you. Make Omar call him. Yeah. I know shouting back after Teddy. Alright, so I'm gonna drop the number in the comment section. Omar, more you call him. Not Omar Forbes, you know. Not Forbes, you know, more you call it, Omar. Karoom said, I am concerned with our last 15 minutes. How are we going to deal with that? My concern. Karoom, I would not be concerned. Let me tell you why I'm not concerned. When we played against Cuba, our last 15 minutes, I think we played okay our last 15 minutes. Against the last two games, we got 2 red cards in the last 15 minutes of the game. And that is where we saw the team kind of dip. So, the concern that many people would have, that is for me, that is coming from an area of which Omar, me drop the calling via WhatsApp or whatever. So I'm not worried about the last 15 minutes. Karoom said we need to concern our football. Leave the referee alone, please. We need to focus on our game. Karoom. Listen to what I'm saying, Karoom. If the referee make a decision that altered the game, you think, and it was a bad decision, are you saying that we should not discuss it? Karoom, remember, and I want you to remember, Karoom, at the 74th minute of the game, Jamaica 2, Costa Rica 0. On the 74th minute of the game, Jamaica red card. The last 15 minutes of the game, Jamaica had to sit back because during that time period, we received 3 yellow cards. We received 3 more yellow cards after the red card. 3 more yellow cards after the red card. 3. The last 15 minutes of the game, we received 3 yellow cards. 3 we received, Karumi. So listen what I'm saying, Karumi. I understand where you come from. Karumi. But I want us to think about this now. What are the implications now? What is the referee telling the players? Don't go tackle the players them. Don't go close to them. The moment you go close to them, you're going to get a red card. So somebody called me. I hope it's Omar. Bless it. Morning, caller.
Yeah, morning. Yes.
Is this Omar?
Yes, it is.
All right. Tell us what you think about the decision now.
So, based on the rule, you can only get a yellow card for handball in 3 situations.
Yes.
So, 1, if you deny an obvious goal, so an opportunity by handling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, you basically stop a goal, you get a red card.
Deliberate.
Yeah.
Good. 2.
And remember this, once the referee call it, in his interpretation, it is deliberate. That's why I call it handball.
No man, yeah. No, but if the ball hit the hand.
Once he call a handball, in his interpretation,
by the rule of the law,
deliberate. That's why he call it.
By the rule of the law, alright, listen to this now, right? May I ask you a question? You watch EPL on a week up basis, right?
Yeah, but remember this also. English referees are not the best referees to judge.
No, man, no. No. What
So
about referee? What about referee?
Use an English referee as an example. No, I'm just telling you. All right, listen.
Listen, man. No, man. We don't want to talk about best.
The situation.
No, what level playing field?
No, don't.
Omar, what level playing field?
Just look.
What about the highest level of football? What about no? The highest level of football? What about no? All right, so take away. Now go say English referee in World Cup. Just I want to say in a World Cup then. We could dash it. Cause you go dispute that. We could dash this now. Listen to this. In the World Cup, if a defender if a winger going down to the byline, want to picture this now, going down to the byline, cross the ball, and the defender who is coming to challenge him, and just hang out, and the ball hit him hand in stopping the cross from going in a box, is that a deliberate handball?
Okay. All right. This is how it works.
No. Why answer the question?
I'm just telling you how the referee is going to interpret it.
All right. How the referee interpret it?
Okay. So if a cross coming in, and it's the defender alone, no attacker around him, and he handle the ball, it will be a penalty, but it wouldn't be a yellow card because in the it's not going to. He don't know who is going to get the ball, and it's not a shot on target. So they say it wouldn't be a yellow card. It will just be a penalty. But if for instance the ball was going to an attacker, and then the defender handle the ball and stop it from going to the attacker, then it will be a yellow card.
Yeah,
yellow card
because I must have a deliberate goal scoring opportunity.
No, that's not a direct because it's stopping from going to an opponent.
Okay.
So they get the yellow card if it's a shot on target. So that's why I asked you, was the shot on target? Because I don't know. It's a question I'm asking you.
All right, good. Bossy.
Was the shot on target?
It has also had to do with the range where man kick the ball from as well.
No.
Nothing to do with the range.
On target.
On target? No, the shot.
The shot on target, yes or no?
That shot never go up on target. The man hand way up in the...
So MG, you're missing the points, you know. I don't know if it was on target. I'm asking the question.
No, it was not going on target. All right, so I'm telling you now.
If that's on target, it shouldn't be a yellow card. That's all I'm saying.
Good. No, but all right, so that is what I'm saying. All right, so this when we read back on your comments then. So we can catch you back. Wait, say comments and move fast, man.
All I asked was, MG, was the shot on target?
Oh, yeah. If the shot was on target, it is a yellow card. All right, good.
Yeah.
So, but at this point in time, the shot was not on target. And how can the referee, from his position, judge if the shot was on target or not?
That's why I'm saying it's just the referee interpretation.
So,
in his opinion, the shot was on target.
So, is it so unfortunate that all the refereeing opinions are bad judgment is going inside of Jamaica, on the side of Jamaica?
Because remember, in the law also, the referee, not every referee interprets the law the same way and have the same judgment. So that's why we have so much inconsistency in it.
All right, good. So, so you remember you remember the first match against Guadeloupe?
Yeah.
You think that both bars should have gotten 2 yellow cards?
No.
So why you think we got 2 yellow cards?
Because, as again, it can be just poor refereeing or just misjudgment on the referee part.
All right, so misjudgment on the referee part. So the assistant who is there to help him carry out his duty, the incident took place right in front of the assistant because he's far more closer to the incident than the referee. Who's the assistant? He's not the referee, no, he's the assistant. But he's also there to help the referee to make the right decision, wrong or right.
Yes, which is right. Probably just poor communication.
No, but the assistant was saying, the assistant blatantly tell him that there was an incident prior to the reaction of the player. And it's a foul.
Why you used to determine that he was telling him that?
So why you think the assistant over there reasoned with him? I said, give me a yellow card. The assistant...
We don't know. We're just judging. We don't know what they talk about.
Somebody assistant tell him no. You can't see assistant waving hand say no. Let me find it. I go find it. The assistant basically waving and say no.
No,
listen to this now. If the assistant never had no problem with it, I don't think the assistant would have gone over to the referee. He would not gone over to the referee if he had no problem with the red card. You have not gone to the referee. He must have seen something that he didn't agree with. That is the reason why I would have gone out to the referee. If he had totally agreed with the referee.
Just inform him that, listen, remember, this player's on a yellow card already. So are you going to send him off?
Yeah.
Because that could be the communication.
And that takes a long?
You don't know what they talk
about. And that takes a long?
Yeah.
All right, so the first, so why is it that we consistently get these inconsistent and bad calls against us? Is it a trend or is just that referee is poor? Omar, may I tell you, something is wrong. Something is really, really wrong. So we don't just we play against two teams. No, they don't get no poor decision. The other two teams they don't get no poor decisions. All their poor decisions were against us. Something has to be wrong there. Something must be wrong in there. Oh, Ansin, let me drop the link. I never see Ansin. Sorry, my boss.
Yeah.
Alright, so bless up here, Omar.
It's just that.
The shot not go on target, man. The man booty ball
yeah,
way out of
it's not on target, but as long as it's going on target, it's gonna be a yellow card. It's like that's what the rules state. Once it's going on target,
me know the rules state say if it's a me understand where in regards to the deliberate aspect of the handball.
No. Listen, once the referee call it, the referee consider it to be deliberate.
No, you can't. You say every handball deliberate.
That's why he call it.
No.
If he don't think
No. Every handball can be deliberate.
That's
every
why
handball.
The referee would call it.
No.
If he don't call it.
Omar, no, listen, Omar. Every handball cannot be deliberate. It's impossible for all handball be deliberate.
I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
So, well, may I ask you a question? Hold on.
If you are refereeing a game.
Yes.
If you are refereeing a game.
It is an handball but not deliberate. You can have an handball. Omar, listen to me. Listen to me, Omar.
The reason why it's an offense is because the referee deem it to be a deliberate handball.
No, Omar.
If he consider it not to be deliberate, he's not gonna call it.
No joke here. Come on, Omar. Come on, man. All right. May I ask a question? Remember, in the 18 box, whenever the ball touch a player hand, touch the defender hand, it doesn't matter the situation.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the situation. 90% of the time, it's going to be recorded as a handball. Even player, even you know matter.
So the referee think that you're running the risk because if you leave your hand, because what the player did, you know.
If a player leave out the hand, he deliberately leave out the hand.
He's running the risk of being, if he call a handball.
So what?
And is now in an unnatural position.
So what should the player do? Cut off your hand them and then go tackle.
But you never see when I'm running them hand behind them.
Me agree, but at some point your hand must.
Listen
to this, right?
And don't need to be up there in that situation.
So you tell me say everybody in the hold on, let me say big pan scream. Let me say big pan scream. But me, people want to look for me, you know, people. You're gonna find a time, basically all the whole thing I go right now. So every time a man go tackle, this is everybody in the 18 yard box. Everybody, it no matter how the situation, and that is what's happening right now.
If you leave your hand hanging out, away from your body, away from the silhouette of your body too wide, you're running the risk.
Yeah, yes, I understand that you're running the risk.
Yeah.
I understand that you're running the risk.
So you running that risk, if the ball is your hand, the referee can say, yes, it's a deliberate handball.
Because the ball it can.
Just understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand what you say. But what I am saying to you is, when the
referee call a foul, what he's saying, it's a foul or not a foul?
It is a foul. It is a foul.
Yeah.
But listen to me, Omar. Omar, listen to what I'm saying. Omar, all I'm saying is, not all handball are deliberate. It is an handball, but it doesn't mean it's deliberate. The referee gonna make it call. All right. So let me tell you this. I'm gonna kick it.
If the referee think that, listen to what I'm saying. If the referee think that it's not deliberate, he's not gonna call it.
He's not gonna call it.
No.
If you don't think it's deliberate.
No, it must say it's an accidental handball.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna call it.
So you can
if you call it.
You can have an accidental handball, but not a handball that is not deliberate.
You can have, so if a ball leak, alright, accidental handball.
So in a case like this, right? In a case like this,
the ball and it leak by your hand. Therefore, you consider it an accidental handball.
Good.
So he's not gonna call that.
It's an accidental handball, but in the event, the ball go on target. Is it still accidental?
If it's still accidental?
Yeah.
If it's going on target and you use the hand and stop
no, man, you say accidental handball because you're now using the term, so we can have an accidental handball.
Accidental handball is deflection. So deflect.
All right, so good.
But from your foot and lick by your hand, it deflect in a close range from a player and lick on your hand. So they will consider that an accidental handball.
Listen to this now. So me, you are the defender, right? Me are the
Yeah.
striker. More listen, Keel, no. You are the defender, me are the striker. This is what's gonna happen. Me kick a shot off for a goal.
Yeah.
Shot not come off good. The shot hit one of the defenders in foot, bounce up on your hand. It hit the defender foot and I go towards the target for a goal. Your hand just extend just beside your side. Can you not expect it? Because the ball is far from you. The ball go towards the goal, okay, get it deflected, keeper go wrong side, and lick off of your hand and go somewhere else. Is that an accidental handball?
Alright, then that now we have to think about proximity.
Proximity.
How far the ball is from you?
Good, but the
So
question
that
is,
people-
was the ball at the end of the day?
Think about.
At the end of the day, my bro, is the ball going towards the goal?
Yeah.
Good. Did your hand stop it from going at the goal?
No, another way there.
How should I go then now? Tell me.
Because if the ball, I'm telling, so if the ball deflect from a close range and lick on your hand, and your hand is not in an unnatural position, then the referee could deem it as an accidental handball.
And it's a big goal?
Military.
Yeah, because it deflect. The deflection, you know, is that it's so close, it deflects. So then the referee say, oh, yes,
Military.
that minimize the risk that you never have enough time to react.
Omar.
And it's not in an unnatural position.
Military.
All right, good.
It's an action.
So what? So the unnatural position is the hand behind your back. The natural position is the hand behind your back.
Because you minimize the risk of you.
No, me answer the question. Is that a natural position for your hand? To put your hand behind your back?
No, it's not a natural position.
So if that is not a natural position. So if you turn up and your shield the ball side, even your hand behind the back, the ball glimpse the hand and go to the corner, catch off your hand and go to the corner. Should the referee warrant a penalty? You kick your ball, and you slide, you turn side here, but your hand behind your back, so. Your hand behind your back, so.
Yeah.
Should the referee warrant a penalty?
Alright, so then they will consider that if your hand behind the back and you say your elbow out more than then the referee said, then you have to run the risk because your elbow don't have to let so much out. It can be right now.
Is that but your hand upon your body?
Things to it.
Your hand upon your body?
Yeah, because if your hand upon your body and elbow out too much, then the referee can consider that you're making your body bigger. So it can be a handball.
At the end of the day, man. At the end go, Ansin, go on. Bless up, Ansin. Welcome to the program.
Question: Is the call a referee in Jamaica?
Oh, question. Are you a referee?
Yeah, I'm a referee.
In Jamaica?
No,
Which one?
I'm in the States.
A referee in the States. I don't know about Jamaica.
Virgin. That's how football can improve in the world. Come here, football can improve, you know. The referee. Me not understand that. That don't make no sense because you can't play out the hand. If you run, the natural mechanics the hand of you move for run at a top end speed. Science tell you that, right? Well, I know. So it come to me like the referee association them don't respect science, basically, right? Now, you can answer the ball, right? And it's a clear foul, but it don't warrant a card because it wasn't deliberate, right? But it's a clear foul, right? But these referees, I don't know what's in their brain. Sometimes you don't know what's in their brain because some referee ref game personally. You understand me? Some referees usually be a coach before. Them usually a coach or something. Them usually a coach and involved in the football. So them ref game personally. You know that, right? Can me ref game sometimes as a coach. If a man, military, if a man have space to pass the ball and then get a little knock, sometimes you never want to blow it. Because he should pass the ball. They ref the game personal, true?
Yeah, true. No,
Right.
you'll find that regular man.
We are human, we have errors. Now, in that case, the first one, fine, good, going too hard, right? The game of that. The second one, that wasn't look how far at them, man.
And look on the proximity of the play. I remember now, Omar, you also said proximity, you know. You also said proximity, you know. The player already approach the striker, right? Good approach.
But MJ, his hand don't need to be up there. You have to be honest with yourself. Does he? Why is Ant up there?
All right, so let me play back again. Let me see if I can bring it back. I need to bring it back. Let me see if I can bring it back. Where's the player?
So military.
All right, so hold on, and see. May I look on the player and look the all right, so good. Let me see. See my come in here now. All right, so look on the body position. You see body position? He hand not dead down and ground, you know, because you can't run your hand down, pine down to the ground, so. Him hand.
You see man in the box of the man on him side? Look over this.
That's good because him static, you know. So him can't stand up with his hand back on him, you know. The player will run. You know when my run come, or my run with the hand back.
The natural mechanics are going to have it on a come up.
In the air.
Which way you run your hand? Where you run your hand?
When I teach track and
field. Hold on, Omar, Omar, you hand open here, say no. Open here, say no.
No, it's on his head.
Alright.
Omar.
You see when him stop, you see when him break, right? When him break, you know. And when him break, your hand is back, you know. Eh?
Military.
Yeah.
Let me explain something. When I teach track and field, I teach running, right? It's when you say pocket to chin when you run, right? That's why Jamaica do so well, because we're good with mechanics when we are sprint. Cool? Pocket to chin. Now, the youth have more use him hand to push him body forward so he can reach to the player. The man kick a shot, right? As a referee, them think they're supposed to your head, signs supposed to your head. Them, may I tell you, right? So when the youth come up now and the ball kick now, when him see the ball come, man so shocking, he couldn't even move him man, he fast enough to move it out of the way.
Because in close proximity.
Yeah, close proximity.
Man, that thing kick the ball now. All in do a turn in face.
In football terms, that's not close enough.
What man not close enough?
And any referee you talk to or anybody
where you call close proximity as a referee then?
Who make you know say his hand don't need at that point, him hand don't need to be over his head at that point. At no what he can't get an explanation for the referee with dry because his hand is there, his hand should not be up there.
Alright, good. Then your hand should not be in here. Because I'm sorry now. Both your hand should not be in here. No.
So
when the shot
Yeah.
Matter about the first one to ball too?
No man, him not talk about the good one we talk about, man. The good one we talk about. So me pause that when he stop. And the right hand open eye here. And the ball came off his left hand on his body and got touching right hand open eye here. So two places the ball come off.
True?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it come off and left in right hand upon his body and then lick in next hand open eye here.
Alright, an accidental yellow card then. An accidental handball then.
Alright, so want to look on the good no. He came off his run in the pan. Omar, you see the clip? You see the clip of me play?
No, I'm watching on the phone.
Oh, you watch my phone. Alright. So people in the comment section want to look keenly. He came off his hand upon his body, then lick it hand in here. Want to look good. Good. Want to see face. I take my time and play it. Alright, good. This just a
he might try to move him man. He might try to move him man, you know.
He might try to move him, but it never fast enough. But look on it now, Ansin. You see Ansin, right? Want to look on the face. Yeah. Good. Two face.
But we have to remember to, you know. We have to remember to, you know, military. So the referee in a VAR, so he can't look on it.
I agree with you on the VAR. But look, Ansin, look on the referee position. Look on the referee position.
Yeah, the referee make a blunder them hard and fast to give the youth them yellow card. That's all I see them do.
You want to look on now. When the ball came off my man elbow no. Well, when the ball came off my man elbow no.
Anybody you ask about that?
I elbow should be all in the direction of the goal now.
If it's a yellow card or not.
I hide those. So, in your point of view, is that a yellow card? Omar?
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know if the shot was on target.
No, but they never gave no more replay of it.
That's the only reason why he gives a yellow card.
So the thing is, you know,
he can give a yellow card.
The ball came off an elbow. And then roll towards the goal. Come off an elbow and roll towards the goal.
I'm saying, the only reason he gives the yellow card is because in his estimation, the shot was on target.
But in his estimation.
Alright,
let me ask you a question. But the handball is the handball.
Let me ask you a question. In a match with Chelsea and that man, when Silva jump up in the air and comes and knock the ball at the goal, that was a what? That is an intentional handball. Different case and you get yellow card feed. That is nothing near to that. these referee in United States and the Spanish them need to go back and learn science.
You haven't seen, man.
I mean, brother, they need to go back and learn.
Yeah,
That's
but
matter about
as a
Jamaica.
coach,
That's matter about Jamaica, man.
as a
Because
coach,
they know
I would advise you need to do a referee course. So you will have a better interpretation of the game.
Listen,
you will know the laws of the game also.
listen.
So you can
listen,
push better.
listen. Yes, when you go
If you
GC
know
faster,
what the referee is
you
going
learn
to call, what
everything.
he's not going to call, then you can know how to coach your team.
Listen, man. Yes, when me go GC faster, and I'm learning everything about referee, but the referee course, so I go GC faster. Linesman, everything.
You haven't seen referee a few games still. So.
Referee ref game personal sometimes. The referee ref the game personal.
With a personal bias.
Yes.
All right. So question. So the aspect of clear and obvious error. The aspect of clear and obvious error. Does that boil down to the bias of the referee?
Of course.
Well, let me ask Omar.
Right.
The whole initial, because this is what referee use. Is it the aspect of a clear and obvious error? Does that boil down to the biases of the referee?
To the interpretation of the referee.
Yeah, the
interpretation. A lot of time.
Yeah.
It's like personally, I know that because I'm giving you a scenario. We're in a classroom session reviewing tapes and stuff in a referee, and they put up a clip with an incident that happened, and half the class would say foul, half the class said no foul. So, and then. It's like that, so it's down to the person who's there, what he think at the time.
Okay, so even in the referee courses, we don't have the same issues what we, the regular fans, the coaches have.
Everybody different. Everybody interprets the law different.
So that means basically time will come where a robot are going to referee the games and then.
Exactly, because remember saying everybody thinks different, So even though the laws of the game is the same, but down to the interpretation, what I think he going studs up, and next person is from different angle, so it's different from the angle of the referee at the point, because he will see a studs up, while if I round there, so I not see the studs up, so probably then me get a yellow card. If I round there, so I get a red card. So
he will go on. We can't kill the referee. Military. I just see what him say.
Yeah, man, I understand him say no. I understand him say ball is interpretation.
No, I have to with the referee and the PUC.
When you're a VR referee now,
the referee
you review it, and you come and three of you in there, and two of you come to a controller like, hey, we think this is an error, so you call over the referee. The referee has to go and look at it. But one person in the room will say, nah, I think it's a goal, But maybe the vote said 3-1. So the referee said them call over the referee, and then the referee look over it and make his decision. So it's never a time, it must be very obvious when you do sessions where everybody agrees to something. Most of the time it's split.
Karumi no. Well, Karumi knows the referee not go cheat. Karumi, what I'm saying to Karumi, we know. Alright, Karumi, understand this, right? We know that we have Guatemala coming up. Me understand that. But at the end of the day, when the whole point of what I'm doing here is this: we have seen it from the start of the competition. Some very unfair decisions being going the way of Jamaica. Are you saying that we should not discuss it, Karumi? We have to highlight it. Yes, it's not going to change nothing now. It's not going to take back the 2 points them we could and win. But at the end of the day, it changed the aspect of the game. And we must discuss it.
Change the aspect of the game, but we still have a control over the game now. Stop. From 15 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. We have 15 minutes. But listen to this unseen. Why you listen to this, right? At the end of the day, 74 minutes, Jamaica 2, Costa Rica 0. 74 minutes. I want to listen to this keenly. Jamaica 2, Costa Rica 0. 74 minutes. 15 more minutes left to play. My question is, Karumi, do you believe if there was not a red card in this game, if Jamaica could have finished off the game? 74 minutes for that minute the game final.
Goal can score power same way because
I agree. But I agree, Ansin, but the percentage.
Listen.
What is the Ansin? Let me hear your Ansin.
Well, man. If you watch Jamaica game from the competitions, every 15 minutes left in our game, we play like we not defend good.
All right, fine. Both.
From Pepe
Come
Goodis
on.
yes.
But
Everybody will see that.
15
We
minutes.
give a
2
goal.
yards.
First game we give a 2 goal. Second game, red, we do the same thing again. And the third game, same thing again.
both.
Referee make a mistake in the first game against Guatemala and a 10 man. Same thing.
But
On
it's
losing.
not unseen. What lot of people not understand.
Stop being the referee alone.
Me not blame the referee alone, unseen, but they played a huge part of it. You cannot look on the
Yes.
facts. Listen now,
It really
unseen.
matters to play a huge part. We don't have no control over that.
Unseen, wanting to listen, you know. There's a you see, this is a high level competition. Every single margin of error count. Every single margin of error count. Every single one of it. We could have even put 10 defenders on the field. We still could have conceded 2 goals same way. Every margin error count. Let me tell you something. When there's an unfair advantage, the elite teams capitalize on it. Whenever there's an unfair advantage, unseen for the last 15 minutes of both games, we could not make a tackle. Every time we tackle it was a card. Every time we tackle it was a foul. We could not go close to them. What that do to your team, unseen? If you have a team of play, unseen, and you realize
Something wrong if they get card. Kick them down, now make them score a goal.
so okay. And then get red card. Get more red card.
But we can't get more red card at the first tackle.
Unseen, you know, see, say your referee is yellow card for nothing at all.
Kick down when me talk about and not forget red card.
So when one man go kick unseen, or unseen, you're the striker, you make an initial tackle. See your tackle, listen, just listen up. You make a tackle. Good tackle, you know. Referee give yellow card. Are you interested in going to make another tackle again?
This is what I said, man.
No, man, answer that first.
Yeah,
Hold on, MG.
Answer that
MG.
first. Answer that first and then me answer you. Let me hear what you say.
Give a minute there.
Yeah, all right,
Please.
like a pro, big up.
Big up. All right. The first thing I want to say is I don't believe that it was a yellow card or the yellow card was warranted. And based on the position at which the referee was, he should not have given a yellow card because he cannot determine whether or not it was deliberate. Now, based on what Omar said about the rule, I was in the comment criticizing him, saying that he doesn't really know the rules. But when I read the rules, he is partially right. If the rule says that if the handball stops a clinical play, whether or not it was deliberate, it's warranted a yellow card. For instance, if you're close to the box or if you're in the box and the ball was going on target and could have scored and it hit your hand, whether or not you put your hand out there, it's warranted a yellow card. Based on my observation of the game, that was way too far for the referee to determine that that ball was going on target. So it shouldn't warrant a yellow card.
About 25
That's
yards out, though.
Yeah,
And
there's
look how
no
high
way the
the ball
referee could have tell us that that ball was going to score or was going on target, especially from his angle. It's not like he was standing behind the player to see where the ball was going. The next thing, or the last thing I want to say, Jamaica has to strategize a way of how to control the game when they lose a player. This is the second game we'll lose a player and we'll give up 2 goals.
Agree.
There's a lot of people, team goes on to win games with 10 players and after going up or even being down or equal. Jamaica has to strategize how they're going to defend.
Like a pro, let me ask the question. How often you see a team going down to 10 man continue to win go on to win a game? How often?
A lot of times. I see teams.
Good.
But the thing is,
And what level?
I'm talking about
what
senior
level?
teams. Senior teams, yeah.
Good. Senior
But
team.
it's the same. It's not like our under 17 is playing against a senior team. They're playing against peers. Their peers.
Of same
So you still
quality.
can strategize.
No, like a pro, of same quality. Of same quality. And like a pro, listen to what I'm saying. Which team overseas, which team international support?
Country,
It no matter, club or country.
Arsenal and France.
Alright, so well, good choice, very good choice, really good choice. France have 10 man. France are lead 1-0 half time. Second half start, boom, then lose upper corner. Down to 10 man. Who France are play against? Spain or Brazil. Them are leading, you know. As good as France is, what are the chances of Brazil equalizing? Doesn't the chance of Brazil equalizing heighten?
Yeah, probably.
But
But hold on, MSG. So, MG. I'm not saying that Jamaica is always going to stop that team from equalizing or winning. You see, because it happened in 2 back-to-back games, it shows that there's a problem with our on-field play. So I think that after Guadeloupe game, which Guadeloupe to me was a way way worse team than Costa Rica. After we lose, after playing Guadeloupe and we lose a player and then lost the game, I think that the coach going into the next game, you have to have a strategy. If you lose a player, what are you going to do? Leave one man forward, everybody else defends something. When I look at this game, even the second goal, that goal should have never scored. That ball beat 3 players before it get to the Costa Rican player.
Crash should never come in.
Exactly. I'm not going to blame the players for that, I'm not going to blame coach for that. I blame the players. But we have to have a different strategy when we lose a player, and that is my two-piece on it. One, it should not have been a yellow card. The first, even when we were watching that game, you could have heard the commentators saying that the first game, those 2 fouls were questionable, much less giving a yellow card for both of them. And then in this game, the referee was at an angle where I don't think he could have determined whether or not that was going on target or whether or not it was deliberate, and he gave a yellow card.
Right,
so that was not warranted.
All right, so many people are saying, this almost, because people are also beat me now. I say, I look excuse and like kind of stuff. Now that's something I used to get them beat there. Like a pro, the question I ask is this. Now, referee, all teams get bad card, right? All teams get bad card. Good thing is that when I watch the other matches, them, no fight time, when I watch the other matches, them, and maybe we not see the bad call because we're not watching it that in depth. We just watch football per se. But we are watching Jamaica receive 10 yellow cards, 2 red cards in 3 games. No other team has gotten that. No other team. Now, this is what it's going to look like. We are indisciplined. We're not a behavior. We need to fix that. That's the look, you know. So that already sent a bad message to the referees about us. So that's what he said. Now, when you look in context to each one of those yellow cards, you could clearly say that maybe about 4 yellow cards we receive. So why is
that's
it that
true. I agree.
how we end up with so much yellow card and red card? What could be the causing factor? Is it the players or something just not right? So
I think one of the things is perception as well.
Perception.
I mean, when I
where's this perception coming
being
from?
a Jamaican, and this might be kind of biased, being a Jamaican, looking on screen, watching the Jamaicans playing Costa Rica and Guatemala, some players that look so feeble, other than the 2 big guys that Guatemala have. Our tackles probably look more aggressive than theirs because we're way more bigger than the Costa Ricans. Even the first, honestly, the first yellow card to me wasn't a yellow card. It wasn't a 2-foot tackle. It looked aggressive, but that's how football is.
Good in first yellow card. He won the ball.
Yeah.
He actually won the ball.
Exactly. So I never see that as a yellow card either. It's just that it look aggressive. That's how football play. But him look bigger than the look of you look like, oh shit, him bigger than him.
Give me a second. South Cry said, MG, why didn't you and the other conspiracy theorists before the commission, why you guys didn't tell us about the plan against us? South Cry, this is what happened, right? South Cry, why do I feel as if we have people who are Jamaicans, who are looking to see the team fail, who want to see the team fail, just to say, I told you so. Well, I need people, and that is the feeling I'm getting from a lot of people who want to see the team fail to say, I told you so. A
lot of people are commenting that never watched the game.
Exactly.
Like
Omar
is making a big comment, and I'm sure Omar watched the game from start to end. I couldn't believe they never watched the game. So Omar comment like that, even though him have a point though, because
So I don't understand. So South Cry said, listen to what I'm saying. If you know football, if you play football, and you're playing a game, and
Unseen look like he wants to say something. Unseen, you have something to say?
No, yeah, we can something that way to the military.
Oh, yeah, I'm going
to
finish up this now. And every time your team are going to make a tackle to the opponents, and your referee decide to give a card or call a foul, that is telling you not to tackle, not to go close to the players, or you get a yellow card or a foul or giveaway. What is that psychologically telling your players? That you basically defeat your own, your referee defeat your own players. Unseen, what you say now?
Alright, so I understand military, say the topic of blatant robbery today, right? So it's going to be the main thing we talk about.
The preview, Guatemala preview will be coming soon, man. This is blatant robbery. We'll discuss what the issues them will face.
But we need to understand that say we can't control the referee decision. The care referee people from morning on the field. Once the game I play, FIFA now we call about the game, then now we play about the game, so we can't control it.
Agree?
So I believe that talking about this is okay, but lamenting on it will not help us. You know
No,
what will help us, military?
It's not going to help us, but it's going to
You know what will
highlight.
help us?
It will.
You know what will help us?
It can help us in the long run. Listen why it can help us in the long run.
Hold on, what will help us? First.
If we don't discuss these things and highlight these issues unseen, how can we move forward as a nation to participate in a competition where we see these things happening over and over again? For years this is happening and nobody
Listen,
knows.
man.
Unseen,
Military.
one for years. I don't know what's sitting unseen. So
Military.
So
I
unseen.
never seen
We've never discussed.
highlight.
We've never discussed.
Hold on, military. Let's hear what
Yeah.
Ansin have to say. The solution.
We never have to, we never say enough. We not highlight and talk about it, But we need to find a solution. What do we do when we get into this position? What can we do in the game? Now, I believe that the coaches could have done something for us to salvage a point, salvage a win out of the game instead of a draw.
Me too.
That's what I believe. No, you guys are only lamenting because I don't hear from the show start. You say, all right then, those 2 goals that scored against us was.
All right, so if you're all right, so at the start of the show,
Sure.
we list all the things that we are going to discuss. The referee, who the referee was, the commentator talking, or the commentator discussing, a red card. We actually look on the red card analysis now. Then we're going to touch on these. Can we start? Me highlight them. We're going to touch on conceding late goals, coach's intention after getting a red card, and the fans' reaction to the players about indiscipline and kind of something there. So that these are the 3 topics that we have left to discuss. Those are the 3 topics. We're upon the red card analysis right now, which take up a lot.
All right.
Me agree, we take up a lot. So for those who just are joined, that this is the other things. The other things that we have is discuss the referee first, the commentators comment, analyze the red card, analyze the referee's decision. Then now we're going to touch on what the team can do after we concede or find ourselves in this position. My worry is this now. We reach down to 10 player. We structure with team, we organize the team. Boom, one another tackle, we get 9. We're going down to 9 player. What do we do then?
The first thing we forgot ultra defense. Low blacks.
Exactly. Me agree with that.
Donovan Duki. Donovan Duki could lose a match, you know. You know that? Donovan Duki couldn't lose a match, you know. Ultra defense, you know.
Put your body like one.
Jose
Man, I
Marino.
tell you, man, they put the
Marino,
sideline,
you
say,
see that?
man, they put the sideline and say, yo, 1, 2, 3. Like that.
9 defender.
Everybody run. Hey, if you can't score for them, and say, sweeper, 2 sweeper, 3 sweeper. No forward. Everything I launch up in the stance. But fun and joke aside, though. You see, when we look on the handball, let me tell you what the referee see. The referee couldn't see. So the ball lick one of them hand first on the body and then lick him hand. All him see the youth and come down. So, the ear and the ball lick him hand.
No, man.
So
I hand up. I elbow come off. I say, go, man. This ain't go.
No, man. No, military. No, listen to me I say. No.
And he come off an elbow. I'll show me the position.
You know, listen to me I say. Listen to me I say, no. What me I say is that the referee, with the naked eye, couldn't see the ball lick on him other hand and then lick up on the next one. Right? So the other hand was twin body, which is not a handball. That's a natural position, not true.
Depending body.
Other hand now, away from him body, and the ball lick him body, right? Then lick him hand. Which at that distance shouldn't deem a yellow card, based on rule. If it was in the box, it would be a penalty. Okay, quite fine. Because they go towards goal. It's away from goal. Now, what the referee see, let me tell the referee see the ball lick him on. You see when the ball lick him body and him hand up in the air. And him kind of leading sideways. Now, if a referee see that man, he will give a yellow card. That's how me take from the situation. Now, if you have VAR now, him that totally go look on it and say him wrong and change it. But he never have VAR. You understand me? So we are kill the referee for something where him couldn't see, but we are see it. So it kind of unfair.
No, unseen. Let me tell you. It's not that what me I kill the referee for. And not that me I kill the referee for. Me not kill him only for that.
But at that,
because
that decide the game.
Exactly, that's how me I beat him. I get more bean for that. But I definitely concentrate upon the consistency or the inconsistency on our side versus what's happening on. I remember saying on Unseen. How is it that the amount of foul and then foul bell? The amount of foul, I think at number 8, the number 8 foul bell. And not even a yellow card. In foul bell go 4 times, not even a yellow card. But yet still, we go in 1 time on a player, card right away. Our foul. Card our foul. I mean, I say, that means that we not to tackle, we not to go close to players them. And that is acceptable.
When I think that what we are doing in Jamaica is we are teaching them wrong too, you know. I'm telling you if I'm not. So I'm going to talk it. We're too aggressive. Bust the lace.
No man, the same thing going overseas. Same
and
thing.
in a face and everything.
Hold on. Oh, I'm like a pro. Which part you come from, like a pro?
Jamaica.
Yeah, you live overseas now?
Yeah.
You watch football over there?
Yeah, I watch MLS. I watch the other leagues on TV. But more got MLS matches.
So at Jamaica alone the bus list?
No man.
A party.
Training. I see if you watch teams like if you get clips from some teams like even Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, you see how them playing a training. Jesus Christ. Trust me, Jamaica they're nowhere near for them level when they come on to Boston Lace. Them man sometimes I watch the tape them and I say, but all the man are playing teammates so.
I have a particular player on my team, Arsenal, named Kieran Tierney. And them man they have Boss Lace, bro.
Boss Lace.
Boss Lace. But
yeah, man, them are Boss Lace, you know. But them get the ball, Jamaica, and then I get the ball. Difference.
So, all right, I want to say one more thing before we go. All right, yesterday, or 2 days ago, when we were playing Guatemala, I was saying that the team don't look ready, even though I know we have the player. Another thing I want to mention about Jamaica youths coming up, going into the senior team or trying to make it big abroad. Something that I've observed. I've observed players in the United States that plays in academies and compare them to youth players in Jamaica, youth players that have watched face-to-face play against them. And let me tell you, when it comes on to skills, our players are way more skillful. Sometimes I talk to them and I wonder, I say to myself, say, why is it that our players can't transition like these youths? These youths are the same ones that are representing the United States. Some of them getting contract in Europe, but our players can't not get in there. The one thing that I observe is the mindset, like doing what the coach wants and not going out there playing your style of football. Because Jamaicans have way more skills than them. The last time I matched up to some high school footballers, them not even didn't want to play. Them young youths, when I play with them, I kind of match up with them. One thing, the two things that I see that they have that Jamaicans don't have is the mindset. They do what the coach wants while Jamaicans play their football. I can dribble, I can do that. And they're way more athletic. They'll run for hours and don't stop. I don't think we're athletic like that. And I think if we can change our high school structure.
Athletic or fit? Or conditioning?
Well, yeah, I think all of that
I think it's being fit. Fitness wise.
Yeah, fit. Meaning being able to run for our long periods.
I think we're athletic.
Meaning the defender, the forward can get back like a defender and the defender can get forward. It's like how Arsenal play, how you see Zinchenko sometimes like him play right wing or him in the box and
all over the place.
Yeah. Even though that's not your position. I think if we can get there, Jamaica football will change. But when it comes on to skill, trust me, to me, we're way above them. Yeah, that's my Listen.
Why me disagree with you when it comes on to fitness, right? Fitness is not the problem. I'm not telling you about the problem. If you put a single Jamaican player with a in terms of fitness, we beat them every day, run past them, everything, fast, speed, run the whole. Of course, if you put a single Jamaican player, right, with the American player, right, a winger then. Are a winger, right?
When they say a single, what do you mean? You're talking about the top one, probably the best.
You're right. You know what the problem now? You know the problem now. You know, understand people don't understand fitness. No care you're fit. You see, if you are run down the ball every minute, I run like a madman. I go you must boss.
That's true.
You must boss. You could have been the fittest man on earth. Don't nobody tell about Kante run hard, you know. But Kante know when for rest. Kante have him recovery time. No people know Kante walk on the field sometime and recover and then move again. You know?
Well, that's a good question, man.
So when he walk in a position. Him walk in a position. He does not walk, so he just walk in a position and he move.
So we touched on the topic of conceding late goals, because that seems to be a thing right across our board, how we structure our team. I don't know why, but definitely. Coaching. I'll go on the next topic, which is coach intention after conceding already. Should we now prepare to get a red card every single game? Like a pro, what do you think about that? Should we now prepare to get a red card after every game?
I would say no, but what I would say we should prepare to do is to defend or change our style of play when we get a defender. We can't play the same way. If we play a 4 on the back, 2 in front of them, 3-1, we can't play that same formation if we get a red card, especially that we are using youths. We are not using senior team that probably play in other leagues and know what to do. Youths, you have to change the formation. Probably instead of 3 defenders, you have 5 defenders, 3 standing in front of them and play 1 forward and something like that. But we can't, to me, I don't think we made a change of formation after we got the red card. And also the mind condition has to change as well, because these are people that are younger than 17. Them get a red card, them start to think about shit. Them got attack with now. Them have 1 more player, them probably are going to play better now. You have to condition them mind to say, 1 man down, you still have the upper hand, you have 2 goals. Keep the defense, less attack, play with 1 man, every ball, you try to win. And stuff like that. And another thing that impact them is the yellow cards. When you get a yellow card, there's no way you can play the same. You know? So the coach have to know how to manage that. You say we have 10 yellow cards, there's no way those players can play the same. You're not gonna tackle the same. Sure. Mindset that go there say, I can't make that tackle. They might give me another yellow card.
Exactly. Them are play the whole burden on their head.
Exactly. All so right. The coach has to manage that to me.
All right, military against them. All right, so see, we play Clarendon College in Charlie Mount versus Clarendon College now. Statistical final, right? You know, Clarendon College is a team that can pass the ball on the ball with them. So all of them to pass the ball and pick you apart, right? So one of our strategy is to waste time at the game. So every moment we get to waste time, game management. You get me? All right. So when we score on them, keeper gone down, ball for foot. Defender, header team. Right.
But you can't get sent off the field for that though.
When?
Wasting time.
You can't get sent off the field, but you can't say I'm a keeper. I'm a keeper go down and hold him on. Oh. So you have a time period when I say when I lick my foot so and the goalkeeper know what to do, right? Know what to do. And then when me go up on the field now as a what you call him, medical person, I go there with my paper right up. Now me have instruction for my paper, I give all the defender them. Right? And I tell them say 5 minutes I go put up my hand. That means that one on for go down or just bounce up in the keeper when time so yeah, bro, a part of football.
Yeah, that's a part of football, but that's a strategy. That's a strategy when you have like 5 or 10 minutes left.
Right. In my head now, when I think so, I think say, all right, Miran Gardner, jump off of the bench now. The goalkeeper coach, I said, goalkeeper go down. Right, when the goalkeeper go down, everybody now could have come on the sideline. And then now you switch the formation by talking to everybody there. So, boom! Right? So you talk to everybody now at the back. You talk to everybody at the back now, you switch the formation and say, hey, you have ultra defense.
Question. Did he make a sub during that time too? Because that's another time wasting strategy, A sub. Did he make a sub within the last?
I don't know.
I think he make a few sub, man. But remember saying, you have to be careful, because the reason I have to be careful is you have other players who's on the bench who will have a yellow card as well. Bringing them on in a game like this where the tempo is like that and they receive another yellow card, you end up lose them for the knockout game match. So you have to be.
Military. There's someone that's on the line. Lancera.
Lancera, big up Lancera.
Yeah, man. What about boss? Yeah, man. Bless up on yourself, man. They are listen, man. But I change the topic, so sometimes I try to chime in at the right time. But
there's no right time, but they're all over the place.
Yeah, that way I realize what. But yeah, man, in terms of the tactical approach after going down to 10 player, to me is something that I'm not sure if the public coaching staff did prepare for that, because I'm thinking I say in terms of the wasting time and them something there. It's a tactics where you can employ as well in a game. Remember in the Guatemala game is like I remember, when we get the red card, it's like, you can hear the coach. I don't know if you hear, but me can hear the coach talk, Because, because the fans are really dead. And remember, after we get the red card, it's like, him tell one baller to play right back and one baller to play left back. And my thing was, after him said that, remember you take a baller from a position and put him there, and you change up the structure of the team. What the other instruction of the other players, them, because now we have probably 2 areas where I go left short. So them player, they understand them role now. Maybe them need to double up. So it's an area where me not sure if them probably get that right, because them just change up the formation and put 2 man for play a position, but the other position where them are come from probably affected, and you don't know how to deal with that. In terms of me feel so we never really hang, especially the Guadeloupe game properly. The Costa Rica game, I can't say we not hang it. We can't really look on it and say after we get the 10 player, them they really all over we. I just think that down at the for them but for them right wing, where the number 10 player, too much class they are coming in there, son. We were just
come get him
too much space was
man.
there.
Bad.
Me feel say, me feel say them should even put a plan there, brother, for stop the cross. Because I realize the Costa Rica was not really coming in from the middle, really from the cross, they might try coming from right. So me feel say probably should have adjusted there. But after them score, say it's not like we have nothing for really protect 2-1. Because when him go to, you see him go to a 4-4-1 when we get the red card. And when them score back power, him go 4-3-2 and I try to play some long ball with the two play up front, based on what me say. So, it's just that me no feel say them never it kinda look away from say last 3 games we play. I think we did tell you earlier, say it's like the second half. We don't think we win the second half so far. So it's kind of a concern.
They don't hold.
What's the improvement?
No, we win the second half. The first match, the Cuba second half, we win it, man. We can't win the 2 second half, then we get red card night.
No, but the first game, no 2-0 with their lead. First half.
First half 2-0? No, man, 2-1.
In a Cuba game.
2-1 the first half.
No, man, them never. Cuba, man. Cuba never scored. Cuba scored the last 2 goals.
4-2 game done.
Yeah, but them scored the last 2 goals. So either way they lead 2-0 at half time.
Oh, so okay. So well, 2-2
yeah, so we have probably draw the second half there. And then, the red card made an issue in. But Guadeloupe game, I think that especially was a game that me feel so we could have managed better. Because I see where even when we were down to 10 player and lead in the game, we have make too much long ball. And when you make long ball, it's a 50-50 chance, or probably even goalless, because we have less player, we are going to turn over the ball. So we need to try to keep the ball, whether try to draw some foul, try to get them frustrated. And we need to learn that. But them thing here, I think will come with preparation, brother. And this probably will beat the team, but
preparation.
Hopefully we can see it.
Yeah.
Lanesha.
Yeah, my boy.
Remember, so we can't keep the ball from man, Because the man try come like a force himself to make pass on the field.
No, man, we play ball.
Being fair, being fair military. The man never keep the ball, man. The man never bounce the ball and them play a good man and see.
A big bad Costa Rica one keep ball run now.
Because they never pass the ball. I said yesterday, look, they never pass the ball and look out of the ordinary like them.
No, sir. Man, they play ball run nice.
Unseen. Hear me say unseen. Sometimes I see like the defender have the ball, the centre back have the ball. And other centre back there, the man could have rolled it over again. The man play a long ball. It never happened a lot of time in the Costa Rica game, But in the Guadeloupe game, I feel that even when we're down to 10 ball, brother, sometimes we have the ball and people there on the brother. Just pass the ball and keep position of the ball. Even give back the keeper the ball, brother.
Bro, the amount of time we recycle. Ansi, the amount of time we recycle the ball yesterday. The amount of touch our defender then get.
Yeah, but why we recycle the ball? That's the thing. Why
because we not dominate the game and we keep control of the game.
When you recycle the ball.
Alright, Ansi, Costa Rica had the ball. Most of them ball them play back to keeper. The amount of touch then keeper get. The amount of touch then keeper touch the ball unseen. Tell me, I tell you.
No, but you don't understand that me debate. Me say to you is that. That's the thing is that. Some of the time when we recycle the ball, we don't need to kick with the ball.
The keeper had 34 touches yesterday.
When we not recycle.
21 pass the keeper make. 21 pass the keeper make.
You get what I say? We good under pressure. Right? Give us some ball on the field side of him, right? Good under pressure. All good enough to do make the ball, run past it and play the ball to the keeper and go to the next side. Him control the ball under the pressure and I try to pass the ball down the line. Boom. The ball gone outside. Some simple something over here though. This one you to play a line, right? The ball drop in front of him, the defender beside him, so. And the youth are trying to turn to beat the man. And the Jamaican the right in front of him just knock the ball in.
Unseen.
Come on, I think we see that too, brother.
Yes, the direct intent.
But unseen, listen to the unseen.
One last part, man. It's the direct intent of them youth are culturized in the 5 months. I kill them, brother.
But what you want them do?
Direct intent.
No, but me ask you what you want them do?
You see the player them. You see this thing about utility player. Too much utility. You want players where.
No, unseen. No, man. You go to a different thing, you know, man. You go down to the criticizing route, you know, man. And for such a performance, me can't criticize them holistically like that.
Yeah, man. The youth them not play bad, man. Them not play
them look
bad.
good to me in the match. But no,
Me tell you them play unseen. I saw the Costa Rica team. You know, say if we were playing like Costa Rica yesterday, you much people at Costa say we not play good this or that. Because the amount of turnover about in a midfield, we win the ball from them in the midfield, we press them, we create errors. You remember now? There was a shot, there was a time they play a back pass because they under so much pressure, they play a back pass to defender. The keeper, and listen to Ashton Garden, slide tackling, try intercept it, but a little bit too late and slide tackling the ball go wide. That is the level of intense pressure where we have them under. Remember, no, on the 42nd minute of the game, then coach made the change because he said, no, we cannot continue to play like this. We not pressure them unseen. That's how them put on the 10. And who them put on?
Right, so
the man not to wait until half time. Unseen the man not to wait until half time.
Because when I watch the game, I say, no, man, I can't Costa Rica. They're not good. They're not good.
All right.
All right. So we make change. We make change too.
Arrest some of the good players.
But then I see the man make the change. And then I see half time come. And then I see 7 man attack one time. I mean under pressure like you know? Before we get red card, I mean under pressure. Most of them score from that.
But we build back into the game. We get back into the game. And we win the score from the corner from Reed.
Military. Our problem is in my head is that we cannot pass the ball. We cannot keep position on the ball properly. That is our problem.
We can't keep position.
Are we making an attempt to do that? We not see that.
To determine that.
Make an attempt to do what?
We don't really make an attempt to keep the ball. So Ancina said we can't do it. So I say we could have tried to do it more.
We made an attempt to do it. We did it in the first half.
Another Cuba game we're not talking about.
No man. What me are talking like seeing out the game and just in terms of doing the basic things after we're up 2-0. Try to keep the ball.
We did that.
But I try rush the game.
All right. Well, listen to this, right? Why listen to this keenly. We score upon the 62nd minute. On the 70th minute, we made another change. Then make a change upon the 73rd minute. I think that's when we get the red card. Upon the 73rd minute. And when we get the red card, they make two changes. Which means they bring on 2 attackers too. They put on 2 wingers. And pull out one defender and one central midfielder. So a haul out attack they go. Because they don't have nothing to lose again. Now, at that point in time, we have already made 1, 2, 3. We have already made 3 changes. We have already made 3 changes in 3 windows. We have already made 3 changes in 3 windows. So we have how much changes you have? How much windows you have? 3? 3 windows you have, right?
Yeah, 3 windows.
We have 3 windows. We use up half time on our window. So 1, 2. Yeah, we made 2 changes. We use up 2 windows already. 2 windows we use up. And the coach pull bell at 84 minutes and bring on Delanjan. No people at Costa say, boy, that after they equalize, no people at Costa say, why put on one attacker at the point in time when we already lose the game? Why not put on one defender? But listen to this, right? Bell was playing a lone man up front as a release valve in case we receive the ball, we can punch it to him. But Bell tired, and you have to rest Bell for the next game. So pull Bell and put on one other attacker. Somebody when think can even receive the ball, can do some 1v1 and probably try do something. Be the relief valve. And that is the only change I have left. In the event, him pull it and put on one more defender. A 4-man behind that ball. Obviously, we still a concede. Despite our defense so long, we still a concede. Why risk it then? Why risk it?
You know the change him shall make? Him shall put on 2 wingers who can run back.
How Dylan John's a winger / forward.
I never in a midfield and wing him a play. And Miguel, me see him. I make tackle.
You can't see him now and see if we are defending the whole match. Let me tell you this, right?
And that's why I said to yourself, we need two out and out strong winger we can stop the cross them. And that's where the goal score from. Come on,
That's true.
Unseen. What I'm saying, unseen. But unseen, at the end of the day is, how much time we have a ball we can go up on a counter.
You know the greatest.
The few time we get the few time we go up on a counter, we get a transition foul. As we go forward, we get a transition foul. And one time we get a yellow card, you know. 5 transition foul with the 5 transition with the counter we make, you know, and a 1 out of 5 foul, and we get 1 card. The man referee is, you know, one single card in issue. No, but what I'm saying is these things limit the response, not response. These things limit the options what the players them can make. So all them do, you are going sit back and defend. That's all. So bring on the change, them are defend. In Republic said military, the Costa Rica coach did not panic. He recognized what we were playing and made adjustment to neutralize what we were doing with or without red card. We're getting a tie at best. In Republic, go on. We can't say nothing more to you. We can't say nothing more to you. You wanted the Eagle Republic. The only thing we can say to you right now is that you wanted the team to lose. The only thing that we can say.
I agree with that. Brother, all first off, we don't look all the posts, brother. We had more
first 5 minutes we let them
than
post.
Costa Rica, you know. So we don't understand. We don't understand that.
First, we should score more goals than the first half.
That's I think, brother. We had more clear-cut chance.
Kill the game from first
and
half.
That yellow.
First half was about 4 love.
If we never get a red card, it's either we win it 2-0 or we win it 2-1. But we don't feel them with a score.
Basically, what I see right now, in the competition, is that right now our attacking part of the game better in defense.
I get another call, people. Jeremy, best up.
Yeah, man, big up. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah, man, everybody clear, loud and clear.
All right, so hear me answer now. Living in America here, and I play with lots of guys from Latino, Central America and South America. And then would tell me this, and they would say this for a fact. Referees target the Caribbean black players, right? And this is coming from them. I remember when Roy Hudson, he's a commentator now. He used to coach DC United for a bit. Hello?
Yeah, man, I'm here. Clear, loud and clear.
He used to coach DC United for a bit. And he called the Jamaican tacklers hacklers. They're known around the Caribbean as the hacklers, rough tacklers, right? And he said something, I hope the referees, and this was in 2006. I hope the referees are paying attention, right? But from what I know, Central American referees target us. Now, the coach should be aware of this. I don't know if he know. I'm not saying use this as an excuse, right? But he should let them be aware of this. Jamaica and Trinidad is the only 2 teams in the Caribbean that's actually strong, who give Central American teams some problem, right? And so I know for a fact that the referees.
No, man, 80
us.
is also a good team.
It's a fact. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm here. Go on, continue.
All right. And so it's a fact. That's a fact. But saying that, the coach, to me, looked very inexperienced. The team itself is good. The team have raw talent, natural talent. But he needs to know when to make adjustment. He needs to know when to make adjustment, right? I know the team is young, He needs to know when to make some adjustment, My friend called me last night. I'm from Panama, so there's no way that guy should have get a second yellow card. It should have been a foul, yes, but that should have never been a second yellow card, right? The previous game, even the commentator said there was 2 soft yellow cards, right? Jamaica is being targeted. The coaching staff and the JFS need to recognize this and figure out how to go against it. When you play against South American teams, they always going to fall to the ground as you touch them. They fall to the ground and wave and roll and spin, right? And I'm telling you this right now. Playing against the home team is not going to be easy. They're going to roll and wave and roll and wave. Whereas if they are leading, right?
Yeah.
they're going to try to waste as much time as possible. Saying this to you now, I hope the coaching staff and the whole the JFS coaching staff and everybody know these stuff. Do their homework. Talk to the players. Let them know if you're leading and you're up to a certain time. Be careful. I'm not saying don't play hard, but be careful because you're playing against 12 man, right? You're not trying to be a victim, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality. I'm not looking for excuse or nothing. The team, they did a great job, but they do have a breakdown in the final. Also, the coach needs to know how to make adjustment when situations like this happen. It happened to him in the first game, in the previous game. He should have known how to make the right adjustment, right? You up 2 goals, don't panic, right? And so all I'm saying is that, there's some good things out there and some bad things, right? And the coach needs to go back to the drawing board and look. The guy that get the red card in the previous game, does he get a 1-game suspension or 2-game suspension?
1.
Just a 1-game suspension. He'll be back for the next game.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not looking for excuses, right, about the referee in the situation, but it's just a fact. It's just a fact. And then we have to figure out how to play with it. We have to figure out but they need to teach the guys this. They need to make them know this. If you are leading and you got 15 minutes to go, right, you're playing against a home team and they always get the favorite call. Just be careful. I'm not saying don't tackle hard, don't do this, don't do that, right? But if we study, go back on tape and watch what they do. Go back and watch. I heard somebody say Guatemala is the weakest team in the league. In Central America. You always got to remember this, When people hear them talk, it kind of motivates them. So, we need to be careful of stuff like that, right? Don't let the players hear something like this because this can probably get to them head and them, from feel like them have a leg up. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So,
but what I want to ask the caller, though. Do you think that the team has not been careful? Has not been careful?
Yeah, man.
Him said the players them need to be careful, and he might emphasize that part. But do you think that the team has not really been careful, or you're just probably trying to bring more arrearance in terms of the...
If you think the players are the coaching staff not already careful?
I could hear him, yeah. No, I think the players are aware, but I think the coaching staff need to preach it in them head, drill it in them head. I'm not saying that they, and even drill it in them head that listen, right? But from what I know personally, I don't know if you guys know that because I live in America and I play with lots of Latino guys, and they would tell me, I have cousins that, are Latinos, and they would explain to me, right? Say, look, man, this thing is for real. They target you guys, right? I'm just saying, though, that the coach needs to emphasize, the South American culture, how the players, they follow, and the reception that they have of us. They think of us as these taller guys, but who's aggressive, right? And that's what they drill in the referee. I heard someone say it earlier in your
program. The referee wasn't from South America, though.
Is that a South American? Is an American referee, no?
The one in Guatemala was from
You
Suriname.
understand it's a culture.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter if you live in America. Right, but the South American referees and the Central American referees, they are the same, and they have the same view and perspective of us. Even if you're Latino and live in America, right, you come in from your background is one of them, and that is what you sit and hear. These guys are aggressive; they're taller than us. Yeah, because I play with most of these guys, and I'm not that tall, and that's what they always tell me, man. You speed and you're aggressive, right? And so that's what they were told to look out for. I'm telling you from the horse's mouth, But the coaching now, and need to make the players be aware of this, what they think of us. That you starting with a disadvantage, not looking for a victim word. I'm just saying it's a fact and a reality, right?
So let me ask you a question with that analogy. How I mean, because that to me is not a fair analogy, or I would not tell any player that because I don't see how that will help you in winning a game. What is their perception of teams from Africa, teams from France that are that are just like us and probably way better skilled and all of that? So that can actually allow a player to go into a game with a disadvantage in terms of probably not.
Psychologically.
Yeah, psychologically not being able to play their game. So I don't know. I personally I wouldn't recommend that you say that to a coach, to any player. However,
Yeah.
hold on.
Go
One
ahead.
more point. When you tell a player to be careful, or be careful how you tackle and stuff like that. I mean, what do you do when you tackle, when you're tackling, but you don't believe, or the commentator also believe that you're not tackling in an aggressive way or any way that warrant a yellow card? How do you manage that? Because when I look at
Let
most
me
of the
go back
tackles,
to what I said in the beginning. If you two things I said. If you're leading, you got 15 minutes to go. Be careful. I'm not saying don't play hard enough, right?
oh, okay,
But
okay.
they are gonna try to draw a foul. They're gonna try to just like what happened, and then they're gonna sell it. They're gonna sell it to the referee. Another thing, if they're leading, right? They're gonna try to. I mean, this is a fact. This is not something I'm making up. They're gonna try if the ball hit them somewhere, they grab their face and they roll. It's a time wasting tactic, right?
Oh,
If
so
you
you're
guys
talking about
if you guys can go back to when we played Nicaragua with that 2-half game, one in Jamaica and one in Nicaragua, and they were leading. The whole time they were leading, they were falling down the ground. They were doing a whole bunch of stuff until what's his name score. God, that guy, man, he came from England. He was playing in the MLS. He scored the equalizer for. He scored the go-ahead goal for us. That's when they start to do all other stuff. But that's what they do. No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that the players be aware. Awareness is. I'm not telling them, just. That wouldn't make them, not want to tackle. No, I'm just saying, in the last 15 minutes, just like the last two games, right? You're leading. And that ball yesterday, yes, it's a foul, but it wasn't a red card offense. I don't think it was. It wasn't a red card offense, right? It wasn't, it wasn't like, it was just like, a one-man and goal and he stopped it, right? I don't think that was a red card offense, right? But he give it. And that's one of the things I'm trying to tell you. And if that was Lionel Messi stand right there, he would not get a yellow card.
True, I agree with that.
But that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with this. To some point that we're bigger, and not that the referee goes into the game thinking that we're bigger and we're more aggressive. But when I'm watching, we look more aggressive, and that can intimidate the referee in his decision making.
Could be.
That's what I think.
Yes, but that's the perception that I get from my South American and Central American friends. They pick me, and I know that's why they pick me sometimes in certain positions, because sometimes I'm the only black guy out there, and they will choose me first, right? Because of my speed and my aggressiveness, and they would tell me this. They will tell you this, because that's what they grew up and hear and learn. These Jamaican guys, Jamaica and Trinidad, that's what I was told. We are the two better Caribbean teams. And if they can get us out early, we're the two better Caribbean teams when we speak English. Apart from us, right? And this is my point I'm trying to make to you. Look in Concacaf, right? And you take out Jamaica and Trinidad, right? Who is the two of the poorer countries, right? Apart from Canada and US, everybody here speak English. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else?
So when you can
Wait a minute. Everybody else don't speak.
No. I'm just saying everybody else don't speak English, right? So the top 4 English-speaking team in the CONCACAF is US, Canada, Jamaica, and Trinidad, right? By far. Before we get to certain level, right, Jamaica and Trinidad have to play out a certain zone to come out. And the aim is to always try to keep these two guys down. They will try at all necessary part. Sometimes they will stack the group with just, they will stack the group them. And so this is a fact. There's no excuse. But this is something that we have to learn to live with and learn. I just hope that the coaches and the JFF can talk to FIFA or whatever about players being targeted and unfair treatment. Now, I'm not looking for victimhood, right? But if it keeps on happening, 2 games in a row, do you think that we actually deserve those 2 cards in a row?
No, we don't. Remember now, the numbers now: 10 yellow cards and 2 red cards in totality.
That's high as hell. That's high.
Yeah, extremely high. Extremely high.
Are we the team that
3 games in 3 games?
Yeah, are we the team that have the highest yellow cards?
Yeah, and most red cards.
Jesus Christ, that's bad. That means something that we have to look at. You know, I'm not saying the players are not to blame and the coach is not to blame, but the odds are against you, right? Because if you lose player, right, and you have a player USA in the next game, and you get a yellow card, you know, you get a red card. This is something that we have to look at. Is it justified? Because, you know, you're going to play USA, right? They're the favorite. But any coach can tell you they welcome any advantage. They welcome any advantage. And so this is something that we have to look at. I'm not saying it's planned or whatever, but I heard that someone said they did a briefing before the tournament started. Our referees get their briefing, right? And what I've seen, and from the first game, the second game, those were two silly yellow cards. The second one, the ref should have taken into advantage. You know what? This guy already have a card. Let me talk to him. Give him a final caution if he do it again. But that was not a red card offense. But that's my whole point, you know. So yeah, man, I'm listening to you guys talk, but you know, we just have to be, you know, the coaching staff, the JFF has to be aware that they're in how you call it, in the Lions Den. You play the one team, and they will mostly get the favorite calls, right?
It will be tough. For sure, it will be tough.
That's what I'm trying to explain to my, you know, to the viewers, you know, everybody who are listening. You know, I'm not looking for victim. What I'm not saying, oh, they're against us and this and that, because we also beat ourselves too. We also beat ourselves. The coaching staff need to let them know. Listen, if you go down 10 man, let's make this adjustment. You know, don't panic. Don't this, don't that, don't this, don't that. Because I've seen teams with, you know, 10 man, you know, hold it off, right? With 15 minutes to go. It's not going to be tough, but it's going to be hard.
All right.
You know, all these kids are trying, you know, but yeah, man, just go and pick up, you know. I'll go and listen to you guys.
All right, bless up, Jeremy. I have to put my phone for charge to backside. Phone battery dead. People now, I won't be able to take any more calls.
So, MG, who playing in the next round?
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Okay.
All right. So, I could just take a quick look at the Guatemala matchup first before we do anything else. Just have a quick look, people. Just have a quick look on the Guatemala matchup. People now give it any more calls. My phone battery dead to backside. I may have to go up on the road soon.
Jump off if anybody wants to come on.
I may have to go up on the road soon. I mean, a problem. All right. So Jamaica under 17. All right. So standings head to head. Guatemala, tough group. Guatemala come from Panama and Mexico. Guatemala played. They only win one game still and they're beating Curacao. That's the only game they win. They
score a lot of goals. They score 8 goals.
8 goals, but
probably a lot of them was
3
against Curacao.
Yeah, I don't know. 3. 4 points. 4 points. Well, I'm saying for not people must see it.
Wait, Guatemala scored 8 goals. All of them was against Curacao.
Exactly. So that's a red flag. That definitely is a red flag. More in our favor than anything else, I would say.
Yeah. I think one of their advantages is that the tournament is being played on home ground. So they might have fans at that game. I don't know.
First of all, I'm not... Listen, when I said I'm not I'm fearful of Costa Rica, people laugh off and say, MG, you don't know this, you don't know that. I say, I'm not afraid of Guadalupe. They say, MG, you don't know this. Listen, when I watch the game, I want look for all the teams that perform. The play by play versus the final result. A lot of us look on the final result and then we stick with that. Final result, done this up. Me, I look at play by play. That's the reason when I see the matchup between us and Costa Rica. When I watch the Costa Rica versus Cuba game, I said to myself that Cuba could have defeated Costa Rica. It was not as close as possible because Cuba had so much shot and so much control of the game. Unfortunately, Costa Rica was way more lethal than them. People laugh off at me and say, oh, you get 4-0 and you play good. They laugh off at me and say that, no. Say, oh, you get 4-0 and play good. In the context, Arsenal play against Manchester City. We lose 3-1. I will play very, very good. Manchester was way more clinical. But at the end of the day, that is football. I'm not fearful of Guatemala. Definitely what I'm going to do, I saw USA play the group of Trinidad, you know. When we look in context, I'm going to see how Canada play against Trinidad and also how USA play against Trinidad. Very much not fearful of USA either. So I mean, a lot of people say, boy, if you're afraid of USA this or that, I am not fearful of USA. I'm not
the
fearful
military.
of USA.
Yeah, wow, we gotta jump off with that. What I want to say that's the last one. Well, the man them like the video. But the last under 20 team is that we get the perfect stage for go to the World Cup and we fail. So maybe this are the opposite, you see. So maybe we'll go through this time. But me catch you on the next time. Here me have to move now. So bless up the panelists and bless up man them.
Hey,
Alright,
Cataract, you know, easy now. Bless up, man. Thanks for coming on, yeah, bro. South Korea said Cuba could have beaten Jamaica too. So we better than Cuba. We better than Cuba, South Korea. I don't know. Boston said their captain should miss this game because he got a straight red card against Mexico. Oh, interesting. Upper runs and Miran don't know what scouting is. This is clearly above his grade, just like Fuzzy and Dookie. Their little license from JFF hasn't given them enough knowledge. Why? People, why we keep on Soul Cry, let me tell you, we could have beat them, we could have get Cuba about 5. We very, very wasteful in the game. Well, at this point in time, when we go see what the team can do first now, then after the competition, we can beat and teach us our war. We can be overly criticized. We can overly criticize whosoever can criticize. But at this present moment, everybody in our competition, the team out there represent us. I'm not gonna say support blindly. I'm not saying support blindly. I'm not saying that, you know. All I'm saying, just show your support to people. South Cry, stop expecting to lose every match, my boss. Stop expecting to lose every match, man. Why you want to lose every match? Up and running, stop expecting to lose every match, no. If you come and say I told you so, you know, nobody no win, you know. No, none of we no win. If you get the opportunity, if you said I told you so, no one wins. The only people who are gonna win are when you back your team. And we get something out of it. That's the only time people I don't know what I want to do it.
Sometimes I think that is fair and because of previous past performances. But you also have to understand that some persons like to be realistic than to be more optimistic.
Yeah, but you can be realistic and still be supportive.
That's true. And it's hard for you to be realistic if you're not watching the game, if you're not watching the teams. You're just using past experience.
How can you be a realistic and still not supportive though? Sir, let me give you an idea. Cameroon, they go far in the World Cup?
No, Morocco.
Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
Realistically, they don't have the most talented team. But guess what they had? They have optimism. They were very optimistic. They were extremely optimistic that they could have done something. Look how much record them break. How far they go? Quarterfinals?
I almost beat my team, Jays and Crime. But was Akibi.
I want to offer people, someone in the comment section, tell me, a quarterfinals then go?
Semi-finals them go.
Morocco at semi-finals with half the talent of 90% of the team them who in the quarterfinal or knockout
almost. I think France beat them 1-0.
Exactly. And
you
know what they had? They had the sheer heart and desire. They're not the most talented team. They're not the best coach in the world. They don't have the best coach in the world. They're not the most talented players in the world. But look how far they go. They represented themselves extremely well. You can tell at that point in time. Could you tell any Morocco fan? You can't tell them about we are gonna lose. They cannot tell them that.
Well, after them beat Spain, my confidence because of how them play. They have like a defensive counter-attack strategy, and it worked against Spain. So from then, I could have told you they had a possibility of making it to the semifinals. But if anybody asked me, I would have tell them no, they're not gonna make it.
All right, Mad Vibes said me crazy because Morocco produced crazy talent. At the end of the day, Mad Vibes, the team that Morocco
which crazy talent? Hakimi?
Huh?
Which crazy talent am I talking about? Hakimi are the only crazy talent you know about.
Ziyech.
And Ziyech, which is not even a crazy talent.
No, but at the end of the day, them have talent. But at the end of the day, compared to the other teams that them go up against, compared to the...
Exactly.
We play against them, and I tell us they give a problem. And our team, supernatural, France, in regards to talent, supernatural.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, yes, you can be objective. Nothing is wrong with being objective. But why is it that your objectivity have to do down the line of the team losing? You can be objective, you know, and be optimistic as well, you know. You can be both, but why is it you have to swing more to the objective side? This is a new team New commission, new tournament. No level of optimism, just straight objectivity. That because of what happened what year means that this team now going to do nothing at all. None of that. So said if Morocco fans want to live in a cloud, they can. They did win the World. They did win the World Cup. No, they did not win the World Cup, but they understand the level that their team is at. They understand the team that they're going up against, and they enjoy the ride. You think that they were disappointed falling out of the semi-finals? No, they never even expected that the team to go that far. But the mere fact that the team consistently grinding out results, going farther and going further. But at the end of the day, that is the thing. You have to learn to enjoy the moment. You have to learn how to enjoy the moment and not take away the love out of every aspect of it. It comes like me as an Arsenal fan right now. Me every match, even when we lose, me I celebrate. Because I am enjoying the moment. I am enjoying the moment. Me never get up.
You're a diehard fan, MG. So you have different type of fan, you know. I consider myself to be a diehard fan for Arsenal, but when them lose, my vex. I've been supporting them from 1990s. I support Arsenal. However, this is my thing. So I was telling you that, you know, some people like to be realistic, some like to be optimistic. Mm-hmm. If Jamaica is playing France right now, under 17 is playing France, and somebody said Jamaica is going to lose that game. When they look at the French team, they say players that are on the bench at some of the top clubs in Europe. That's not being not non-supportive. That is being just based on your intuition. That is being fair and realistic.
But I'm optimistic that we can get a result. That is me.
Yeah, you are more optimistic. So even though you know the team better than we, you're gonna say
can get something.
Jamaica have a chance of winning.
Yeah,
so
man.
that is okay. Both of them is okay. Is when you see, like, for instance, if I watch the game against Cuba and then I'm going to say that Jamaica is going to lose against Guatemala, then that is now not having any faith in the team and just outright not looking good, because I saw that game and saw that they played well.
So we're going to lose against Guatemala. Me can find one.
Yeah.
I try to find one.
Yeah. That's some kind of, you know.
I try to find it. So somebody say me I go cry on Saturday me I go cry. A Jamaican doesn't say no. Is that Jamaican that say that no? So Saturday me I go cry. Man,
if we lose against Guatemala, something is wrong with them.
But at the end of no, but even if we lose against Guatemala, me crying, that gonna make him happy? Can we lose? That don't make no sense. Because MG cry make you happy? Right in the batch you gone. So that don't make no sense. That means you know support the team then. You love and support. Yeah, support. Hey, you know, me say to them, like a pro. Go support on a team then where you think I go win them.
Yeah. Jamaica need more support for real, especially at the youth level.
No, but me I say, but the supporters are here, but they must support the nation.
Exactly.
And they must support you them to lose. They're more optimistic seeing you them lose so that they can complain about JFF and complain about coaching than anything else. Rather than try to see if you them can get something done. Despite all the odds of bad coaching, bad administration, bad this, bad that, they still pull out something out of the bag and get a result. Despite all of that. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, nobody wants to see it. Despite all of them issues there. Despite all of that, you know. They use them overthrow adversity and get a sounding result. Or put in some sounding performances. Come like we don't want to see that. We want to see them lose so that we can go complain and cry and bawl. Say, boy, this a man have left a job, him no good, this a man that can't scout, that the man that can't this, that the man that can't do that. Why we have to do that? We're going to play against Guatemala Saturday. Just support, no? Yeah, be optimistic. You can be optimistic and you can also, boy, Guatemala play good enough, so anything can happen. But you can also say 100% full support and we think we can get the job done. Upper said you can't take things personally because people don't have the same opinion as you. I'm not saying that you should. I'm just stating this is my opinion on how I think about the situation. So Christ said, big fight, Jamaica getting. We can't win because every ref gonna give us red card as we run beside an opponent. Foreign Spider said it's not opinion, it's 8. Shane Sullivan said they lost to Guadeloupe, the worst team in the group. We need consistency.
Well, going into second round, we should have better referees.
Guadeloupe lose to Costa Rica 2-1.
Huh?
I mean, I say Guadeloupe. No, I say we lose because the person said, oh. I mean, say, Shane Sullivan said they lose to Guadeloupe, the worst team in the group. Listen to this now. Cuba defeated Guadeloupe 4-0. We defeated Cuba 4-2. Even though Guadeloupe is the worst team in the group, circumstances are different for every single game. It is not in red and white or black and white. It's not in black and white.
Yeah. I think the coach has to come with a new strategy on how to play under the circumstances like those. Even if it's not when we're down to 10 man, it's how to play having several yellow cards on the field, like 3, 4, 5 yellow cards on the field. They have to work on that.
All right, listen to this. Like a pro. When I listen to this, Upper Running said, "Who said I want the team to lose? I just don't believe, like you, MG, that we have all the talents you push when we don't have the result in the history of the game." So I must say basically, me and say we have all the talent in the world.
Repeat that.
This Upper Running said, me say we have all the talent in the world, so we're supposed to win every game. That me say. He say me say. I never said that.
No, Upper Room. You see, as I mentioned before, a lot of people make judgment based on previous experiences. So you hear what him say? Him say something about over the years, this is what has been happening. So some people make a judgment saying, no, we have seen team like this before, and the same thing happened, which I think is an unfair statement. I mean, you have to play and judge based on what you're seeing right now. If the same thing happens, that's just it. But you can't use 10 years ago. I mean, the history say if you forget your past, you might repeat it. But in football, you have to use what is happening right now. And to me, I believe that these youngsters should beat Guatemala. Guatemala have it in their favor because it's their home game, and they may have a little bit of crowd to cheer them on. They don't look bad against Mexico. I mean, Mexico only beat them 1-0, and Panama beat them 2. They play USA?
Yeah. USA? No, not USA.
Panama
Mexico
beat them
2-0. Yeah.
Beat them 2-0. Yeah, but I think, and I guess me I use history too because Jamaica have played them recently. I think Jamaica should have win that game. The only challenge I think we have, if we play like we play in the Cuba game, I think we should win. The caller that just called and talk about the Mexican view of Jamaica, and I think he has a point, because when I look at the fouls, all I can see is the referee looking at us as bigger than them, and we look more aggressive, but they are not necessarily fouls. Look at you make a mention about one of the time when one of our players jumped for the ball and the Cuban Costa Rican player undercut him, and that was a clear yellow card.
Exactly.
And I don't think him give a yellow card.
No, a falling
like,
playing, and the foul was against us.
Because we look strong, and this is just my opinion. When me see that, we look over Costa Rica, we look bigger, stronger. So even though when we not even put any pressure on them, it just look aggressive. So that's one thing. I don't know how you coach that, but we have to find a way of probably helping these youngsters with their mental condition of going into the game, because it's a good upon their mind, you know. Going in the game right now, they must say, geez, I'm 10 yellow cards. We get 2 red cards. I can't tackle as how I want to tackle. I remember them are youngsters, them are senior, them are 15, 16-year-old. So it's a good upon their mind. We have to have a sports psychologist among the team to tell them, so look here, don't worry about that. Go in, play your game. If you get the yellow card, we'll manage it that way, how we can. But don't go in with a fear of not wanting a yellow card. And you're going to see it in the game. You're going to see players kind of pull up, and you're probably going to complain and say, why I never make that tackle? Because it depends on the mind. So last game, we get a yellow card or something, they get a yellow card with a tackle like that. So we have to manage that going into the game.
Oh, boy, the man beat me in the comment section. South Christ, Jamaica is singled out by all the authorities to be pushed out. We are great, but it's referee instructed to defeat us. I am supporting
referee poor referee.
No, but basically, no man, that's style thing, man. That's style thing. I'm supporting the team. We are the best in the world. Our players are better than everyone else, but we get in a fight. Is that how I should sound, MG? If you think that is how I sound, I think maybe you're not listening to me keenly then. But I think you need to listen a bit harder. South Cry. Come here, tell us, I'm not saying I've never yet said we have the best player in the world. And I'm not saying that we have the worst players either. If you think we have the worst players, fine. but we don't have the best players in the world. We do have good talents. We do have good quality players. Everybody said that. Not me alone said that. Worldwide people said that. But if I see some unfair things happening, that means I won't have said nothing about it. I coach for make a referee make a decision there. Because
when we're making judgment,
people like the coach and they like the administration, so the administration and the coach fault. Why and the best players end up on the pitch? Why them something there happen? Why?
It's clear that referee is at fault in some place, but as fans, we know we're always told don't blame the referee. I mean, the commentators are blaming the referee. I hear one of the commentators saying the first game, those fouls were questionable, let alone getting yellow cards for them. So if a commentator who analyzes the game for how many years, sometimes they know a lot about the game than me.
Sometimes
can say that
as well.
Exactly. If them can say that those are questionable fouls, much as yellow card. I mean, what else can we say? I think the referees are at fault and they can be blamed. I mean, we're fans, we can't make any changes. But and then South Korea have to understand that we're not comparing Jamaica to the elites.
All right, so
because we're not there yet. We're talking about our region, Concacaf. We're talking, let's keep it there. So in your mind, in his or her mind, you might be looking at France, you might be looking at Brazil. No, we're not there yet. We're talking about this competition. Yeah, we're talking about this competition.
Said, bro. Kai said, after every team lose, people think the ref is against them. Good teams will win anyway and don't care about the ref because they won. And good teams can lose because of referee's decision as well. A game can be so close to up to the 90th minute, and a referee blatantly give a penalty, which is very much unwarranted, and a good team lost. And one of the teams then lose. Both two teams are good teams, and one of the team lose. All because probably referee have a preference. Hey, I just give him a penalty. I mean, I look for something. A whole game man look for something. If tip the balance, and he finally get the opportunity to do that, and he did. Listen, I mean, I understand what I say, no people. I understand what I say. Me look on both spectrum of things. Oparin said, I will be on YouTube to check all the YouTubers that push this narrative of Jamaica is better than Honduras or Costa Rica in football when they have qualified for 3 or 6 of the World Cup versus Jamaica. So, so up and running, since the narrative, they said Jamaica better than them. Last night, what game we watched last night, we played with 10 man and the game done 2-2. Take away all the game panned out. We play against Costa Rica with 10 man and the game done 2-2. What do you think about that? Me not say we better, you know. Me not gonna say we better. But we play with 10 man and Costa Rica couldn't beat Jamaica with 10 man. We're talking about this. We're not talking about World Cup. We're not talking about the senior team. We're talking about this youth team.
Yeah, we're talking about that game. We're not talking about history again. We're talking about that game.
Exactly. So we play bad calls. Bad calls are made in football every day. Jamaica get bad calls like every other country, bro. What is this conspiracy you're talking about? South Cry,
Jamaica, that is not just bad call. That's 2 games of bad calls. 2 games.
Right. The problem is, bad calls, fine. So, 22 players are playing on the team. 2 are playing on the pitch. 2 different teams. And all the bad calls are going to against one team in 2 different games.
And cost us a red card.
Hey,
call a bad foul. Call a bad foul. Oh, that was not foul, yeah.
It's interesting.
Give a yellow card.
It's interesting. In my point of view, it's very, very interesting.
To me, whoever is making those comments probably didn't watch the game.
Mad Vibe says, why haven't we won a Gold Cup or Concacaf Champions League with the best talents? Mad Vibes, when did I say we have the best talents? You keep on. I don't know. Won't I hear?
Them now watch the game. I don't know what
them I hear.
And never make them earn them own interpretation because you never said Jamaica is the best team. You're talking about the game last night. Jamaica played better than Costa Rica, which I agree. They said that Jamaica had 49% or 45%. I think Jamaica had 65% possession in the first half and early second half. I don't know where them get that stats from. But to me, Jamaica won that game before the red card. Without even the goals. We played better.
As Karim said, he's a bit concerned about the last 15 minutes. I think everyone should be concerned. I am not that heavily concerned, but I do believe that I listen, Karim, I have no problem with you being concerned. I for one is not that concerned. I do believe that we have enough firepower can get the game out of the way because it's unfortunate. The two games them it come like you can't really judge a team because what happened in the two last games. It's very very difficult. I think we'll play against Guatemala. We can make a fair assessment at that point in time. TikTok said I am enjoying it. MG the ball them are going good. We are not England, France, or USA. Are these youth EPL teams, EPL players? We are Jamaica. We soon get there, man. Up and running said, I'm talking about the history of all the results from 90. We don't talk about the history now, up and running. What about no? What about the commission or what right now? I know what about.
What's the history?
All right, fine. So we dash it. So we got to senior team. We don't look on the talent. We don't look on the amount of talent we have in our team. What talent in our senior team, you know? Me not say them are the best in the world. Me never say we have Pierre Messi or Pierre Ronaldo. Me never say that. Pagan said, me concerned, you should too. I am not. Unfortunately, Pagan, I am not concerned. I am not concerned. So Christ said, referee are used in every organized football competition. It's not only in Concacaf referee are used. And referee make bad calls every day. That's why we have VAR.
Exactly. I was going to bring up that point. Why I think VAR come in? Because of the poor decisions that referee makes. So that's something to consider. And referee can cost a team a game. So it can be a situation where you just play the game. No. There's a lot of poor decisions. The other day I was watching a YouTube video where poor refereeing led to a lot of teams getting kicked out of big competition.
Yeah, true.
One was England versus Germany when Germany won the World Cup and Lampard scored that goal. We can see that the goal crossed the line, the referee didn't see it. They went on and lose that game. That's a big competition. That's a referee. People are going to talk about that. When Maradona...
Mr. Maxwell, I have to drop the link for Mr. Maxwell. Mr. Maxwell, may I drop the link? My phone battery dead. May I drop the link? Alright, so look on a comment here. Rob Smith, big up Rob Smith. Rob Smith said, none of these people talking thought we had a chance against them last night. No, there are critics. You see... So even when I say we're going to beat Costa Rica, people say I'm deluded. I'm delusional. I said that in my preview. At 2-1, I say we're winning. 2-1, I say we're winning.
He did say we're going to lose 2-1.
I know we have the biggest set of critics them. Big up Rob Smith for that comment there. Me I tell her. People want to think, want to really look into it. And Rob Smith said, make them happy, MG. Just said Jamaica is the worst team in the world. Yeah, look like that they were here. Mr. Maxwell, what go on?
Yeah, man.
Me I get beaten left, right, and center, Mr. Maxwell. Left, right, and all over the place. Me I get beaten.
I'm not going to stay long. Look here. I think going forward, one of the things we're going to have to do, I think we did it for one of the youth teams where Peter Prendergast in the past, they had like a couple sessions with them until let the players know certain things.
You have a speaker or something in the background?
What's that?
No, may I hear him clear now? People in the comment section, if you not hear him. Oh, yeah,
you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
Yeah, man, it a mess up. You have to go jump off and jump back on. The phone battery low? Oh. Gone, I know. So Christ said, Madval said, disagree, I rate your channel, but you need to be fair. You're gone feeling like a pro. You have to go jump off and jump on back. Mad vibes. Listen, man. But me have to state my opinion. I think so. Andrew 55 says, tell the boys to stop the wildness, too much dirty foul. Andrew, I just say go, man. That's one of them thing there. You hear no, Mr. Maxwell?
As always, hearing you know.
Okay. I'm not sure when I get a bad feedback from you. Wait a now.
Okay, just quickly. I think going forward, one of the things that we're going to have to do is, as a part of the thing, getting the youngsters ready, because we're always going to be playing the youngsters from that Latin American, belt, right? We need to get like Peter Prendergast, those senior referees that know and let the youngsters know what to expect. You understand? When they're playing the games, have people like this there to give the calls, because some of the things in our football here, some of the referees are really lax. They are really poor. So there are certain calls that I've seen that they're going, we're not going to get. So we need to prepare them mentally to know that, okay, that's one of the things that will happen when you go there, that referees, will be, dealing with it this way.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the other things that has come out, that I think nobody knows is that I don't know, people talking about the youngsters running out of steam and so on. Do you know that the youngsters having a problem breathing up there?
Mm-hmm. Here, Tim.
Yeah, and that is coming from Yemen. I just heard that they said that they're having a serious issue breathing properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is an issue, right? That I don't know which
because
teams
a lot of
it
persons
affects.
are worried about the last 15 minutes of game. Could that be one of the factors?
That is definitely one, because I got that just a while ago. That is an issue, that they're having problem breathing, right? So when you see them there and you see the last 15, there are other issues at play, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fact, right? So we have to look in all of that,
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. So that's another thing. Now, going up against the home team, I don't know. I really don't know at this stage. I'm still very, very positive that we can beat them. But that little aspect, what I heard a while ago, I said, wow, that is going to be another thing that's going to tip the scales a bit. And I hope that the coaching staff does what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the things in the match yesterday that people wondered that, some of the guys that went on, they didn't play a lot of minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
So, they did look better. So I think player rotation, for the coaches, they're going to have to just make sure to do that properly tomorrow. Well, and yeah, it's actually tomorrow, right? So let's see how it goes. But going forward, we have to have some time with the experienced local referees who have FIFA referee, like as I said, Mr. Prendergast, who has been there at the highest level, and let the youngsters know what to expect. Okay, that's my take.
All right, bless up for that, Mr. Maxwell. Yeah. All right, people. Mr. Maxwell can get sharing in last start, so we soon close off now. Omar Fuller said, "Why Jacobs loves like tackle?" No nature. Some people said them now worry. Leader. Me not pagan, me still not worried, man. Richie Richard said let them use the bright right strip. the bright right strip. We don't know what that, Richie. Louis Perez says, is it the altitude? Could be. It could be that normally that's the reason. Ralph Smith said it's like they're saying we don't deserve a fair game because Jamaica football is not good. Can be. TikTok said keep trying to be balanced and supportive. MG, you stand out from the regular hateful. Me not think none of them hateful. TikTok. I don't think none of them hateful. Me not think none of them hateful, man. Me not think so. Let me tell you. For me, a lot of people are saying, boy, should be balanced and this or that. For me, I am balanced, people. I am balanced. But people are gonna say, boy, me overly hype the players them. But nothing go like that, people. Let me tell you the honest truth. Nothing at all go like that. If someone don't support them, who will? That is the thing now, people. If they don't get the support, who will support them? Who are you expecting to support them? As I said, me consistently I say this, The other nations want us to lose. The other fan base want us to lose. Why would I, as a Jamaican, want us to feel so that we can turn around and cuss this and cuss that person? I can't do that. I'm supportive. Most of the time when the competition are going, be supportive blindly some of the time, because when the competition done, I can can criticize when the competition done. We can bring across my points when the competition done. I have to be supportive whilst the competition are going. Other nations, let me tell you, I learned this, right? So, other cultures, many people talk about other cultures about being real. Many people also say they use the terminology of them being real, realistic, and objective. But you have to understand this. In the world of football, you'll find out if England no win one World Cup much years now, they don't win one trophy. Years now, England don't win one trophy. And me can tell you, once them enter in a one competition, yeah, everybody I think is coming home. Once them enter in one competition, everybody I think is coming home. This is the culture what these nations have. This is how these nations operate. And They don't want nobody else to nothing bad about them country. When the competition over and they make it, who get fire, I'll get fire. Who never play good, I'll get burned. I saw them do it. But whilst the competition are going, they are 100% supporting. And that is me. I'm 100% supporting because the commission is going on right now. You know, make no sense to waste no time. I bash player, bash coach, bash administration when the competition are going. That is before the competition and after the competition. Once the competition are going, it's all about the players. It's all about the players and how well we can support the players. Giovanni plays. No. Christmas said, Mad Vibes, are we the only team that got bad calls from the ref? Christmas said, so Jamaica is the only team having problem with breathing. We don't know. We don't know. We're new to the environment. We don't know. I asked you a simple question. I asked a simple question to name the games and you failed to answer with the specific games. Said we. Mad Vibes said, Chris, definitely not. I don't think the Reds are cheating. I think Concacaf the refs are cheating. I think Concacaf refs are party shop. Oof. Like a person apologize for much dead. Yeah, close off now. Christmas said supporting them don't mean you should lie to them how they're going to improve. Support them. But you're not lie to them. Lie to them how? We are lie to them, say. You can support them, you know. You can support them, but you don't have to lie to them. You can say, me upon football. Listen to this, Christmas. You're upon a football team. You have a bad game. Listen, 11 on upon the pitch. Out of everybody, you have a really, really bad game. And your teammate turned to you and said, lift up your game. We know you can do it. This is what your teammate said to you. Lift up your game. We know you can do it. That's what your teammate said to you. And you carry on. Listen to this and know. I want you to tell me the difference. Your teammate turn and look at you and say, you're not play good. Come on, want the coach to take you off right now. And you're in the game, I play now. 15 minutes in the game now. That is what your teammate said to you now. 15 minutes. You now play good. Want the coach check you off. No, because you're not good. Think about that. In comparison to your teammate look at you and say, hey, lift up your game now. Me know you have it in you. Come on, man. Expect better from you. Two different something. People want the latter. Many people I do the latter rather than the first one. Yes, you can be supportive. When the person say they know you can do better, and I lie, can know say you have it in you. He not lie to you, Christmas. He not lie to you. He knows you have it in you. But you not play good. But he knows you have it. So he say, lift up your game. That is not a lie. So if me come here and say, the team I play okay, them can fix this and can do that, they can do better. Me not lie. In your perspective, if the team I play horrible, and you hear somebody say team I play okay, you're going to say them a lie. Because in your perspective, they're playing horribly. So you can't use your perspective and crossfire with somebody else's perception. Christmas said, why then when I listen to the tactical, he supports USA, but he is objective. Well, listen to tactical then. Nothing wrong. Go and listen to tactical then. At present moment, the team in a competition, and I am supportive. When the time comes for me to be overly critical, I have no problem doing that. That is before and after a competition, not during the competition. During the competition, I am very much supportive. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. Christmas said, why when I listen to Simon Jordan, he supports England, but he's still objective. So we're saying, I'm no objective. No, nothing wrong with that then, if we're no objective. Yes, Justin Gunnar said, people burning out, not being supportive, and others burning out, lying about the performance. Where is the balance? It don't have to be one way or the other for these things. Fresh God said, me cannot believe a big man cannot comprehend and answer a simple question with specific information. You don't even know if I was going to rewatch the games to see bad calls against other team. Mad Vibes said, tactical chat, pure foolishness sometimes. MG, you tell us that Cohen is a big player on this team, but he hasn't showed up yet. You was pushing Zimenez, Pearson, and McKenzie from the last under 20. You never get it right. Where's Zimenez right now? Where's Pearson right now? Where's McKenzie right now? 2 days in Europe, 1 day at USL. At age 19. Zimenez at 18. So we are say up and running. We are say up and running. What are you saying? Tell me what you say. Chris Smith said, military, you are always one-sided. You are not objective. See there? It depends on what your objective is. Tactical is always objective. It's not always objective, Mr. Dre said. Southcry said, when Fresh God don't get the answer he wants, he claims you don't answer the question. People burning out not being supportive. But all I'm say is up and running. Zimini's are playing in Belgium. Duncan McKenzie in Serbia. Serbia, ain't it? I think that's Serbia. Duncan McKenzie in Serbia. And Pearson in USL. So what you said? What are you saying? First, like a pro said, this is one of the best vlogs alone with Ryan Sports and CD. That's Coach's Decks. Big up like a pro. Marcus Mosiah up military. What do you think about the team Jamaica play next in a round of 16? All right, it's a home team. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult. I'm expecting it to be difficult, but I believe we can get the job done. I believe we can get the job done. If you look at the statistics, quite close. I think them score 8 goals, concede 7. We score 7, concede 6. So it's really, really close via those metrics. They played, I think, more higher profile team than us. We played 1 high profile. They played 2 high profile in Mexico and Panama. I do think it's going to be difficult. Mexico defeated them 1-0. Panama defeated them 2-0. The thing is that they scored 8 goals, and all those 8 goals came from one team, whilst they concede in every single game they play. Just the same as Jamaica. So I do believe we can bridge your defense. It's all about how we manage the game and not getting a red card. Anyways, people, Jamaica says MG Hall no. Is a most of them money deep down even want the team go work up just so them can blame the dumb and dump me run sound awful, but it's true. I'm not sure. Stefan Ryan said, MG up, your thoughts on the game and okay, I just said that. TikTok said, oh no, I'm not leader, but I bet you will be criticizing the current coaches who weren't his choice. Mr. O'Meara, leader said. The Jamaican players are having difficulty breathing issues. I don't know about other teams as they rotate their team much more than we do. Tough. Where did Bibi go? Where did Teddy Johnson and Fuller go? From up and running. Not everybody up and running. Not everybody gonna have the same route. Not everybody have the same route. Chris said, military, you are a journalist. I would think that you should be balanced and honest to your subscribers. Chris Smith, tell me if I'm not honest to my subscribers. Tell me, first of all, to not be honest, it means that you're a liar. Tell me what am I lying about? First of all, Chris Smith, tell me what am I lying about? Because to not be honest, it means that you're lying about something. Tell me what am I lying about? Soul Cry, you not answer the man question, brother. The man said you must list the games. Marcus said all 6 goals we conceded came in the last 20 to 15 minutes. So true. All 6 goals. So true. Listen, as I said earlier, I'm not really worried about it. It could be our demise, but I'm not worried about it. I do think it boils down to how we manage the 80 minutes, the first 80 minutes of the game. It boils down to how we manage those 80 minutes. If we can get the goals, even if we concede 1 or 2 goals in the last 15 minutes, hopefully we would have already sufficed the amount of goals scored in the first 80 minutes of the game. That would be important. Marcus said we need some better management in the last 20 minutes of the game. I would agree. Where did Fresh guy said Soul Cry respectfully go and read and comprehend properly. Soul Cry Fresh guy cuss. What I cuss for? Anyways, people, let me see, read last thing. Soul Cry said, Mr. Dre, all of the games had bad calls. You want me to list every game? Are you okay? Anyways, people, may I jump off now? Soul Cry and Fresh God, nobody with the war, man. Nobody with the cussing and fighting. Let me close up the poll. Was this a blatant robbery? 78% said yes, 14% said no, 7% said We are not good enough. We are not good enough. Chris Smith said, remember, I was one of your original supporters. I was here before most of these people and was here because you used to keep it real when you started out. You had made a complete 360. But Chris Smith, you still not tell me like Chris Smith. Me tell you, say, you say me, I'm not being honest, and me I said to you, tell me what is it that I am lying about. You say me make the 360? Fine. Me now bash it on that. Now that is your opinion. You say I'm not being honest. I want to know what is it I'm not being honest about. That is what I want to know. Tell me what is it I'm not honest about. So I'm going to whip on your comment before we close off. Stefan writes, MG, I think the initial assessment of this team was wrong. I don't see this team as a defensive team. We are more attacking. I think this defense setup isn't playing to our strength. All right, so this is what happened, right? It is actually a defensive team. And if you look in context, we conceded 4 goals after conceding a red card. Say we didn't, just hypothetically say that we didn't concede those red cards, went on to win the game each 1-0 and 2-0. In all 3 games we played, we would have conceded 2 goals, and those 2 goals were against Cuba. In the same sense, we scored a total of 7 goals in 2 games, which is actually good. Now, nevertheless, it is football. We played, in the preseason, we played against a lot of big men, grown men, Premier League teams. You're not going to score a lot of goals against those teams. But they didn't concede a lot of goals, which means that defensively, they were very well organized, which is a good sign defensively. And moving forward from that, now we see the team scoring a lot of goals because they're playing against their age group and they're creating a lot of chance. Fine. So defensively now, you can see where they played 2 games, they conceded 4 goals. They were 10 man on the pitch. Chris Smith said, I remember you and JD was only vloggers that was being honest about Tapa mashing the team up. Chris Smith, you still not tell me what me tell lie upon. You still not tell me. Stefan Ryan said, MG, we concede 6 goals in total, 2 goals per match. Yeah. 2 goals per match. And as I said, we conceded 4 of those goals after conceding a red card. Scored 7 goals. How many different players scored? Reed, Watson, Bell. Wells. Barrett. Reed, Watson, Bell, Barrett. Gooden. 5 players score. 5 players score. That's actually good. Chris Smith said, my dear brother, military, only truth shall live. And Chris Smith, you're still not telling me. You see though, Chris Smith, you have said so much but nothing at all. You have said a lot but nothing at all. All I'm asking for you is tell me the lie that I'm speaking. Just tell me. I want you to pinpoint one specific lie that I said. I want you to pinpoint that specific lie. Jemrick said, Garden, TikTok said, I was surprised that not many talk about the altitude before the tournament. TikTok personally, I never knew that it would have even been an issue. I never knew that was an issue. Jesse Goodin said, only Watson has 2 goals. Gordon Bell, Reed, Gooden, Barrett. That's actually good numbers. That's really good. That means the goals are distributed right across the team. And Ashton, Miss Ashton Gordon. So that's actually good distribution. You get 2 from your main striker. You get your attacking midfielder in Bell. You get 1 from your attacking midfielder. Central midfielder. You get from your defenders. You get 2 from your defender. That's actually good numbers. Stefan Rice, with that stat, our strength can't be more defensive. I think the defensive setup from the coach is why we think we are a defensive team. But remember that when you have a team that is scoring you have goals right across the pitch, that's actually a very good sign. That's a really, really good sign. It means that even on a bad day, someone can trump up and give you a goal. Chris Smith said, military, look into yourself. Are you being honest and balanced analysis? Chris Smith, all I'm saying, tell me the lie. You are not saying, Chris Smith, all I'm asking you, tell me the lie. That's all I want from you. Just tell me the lie. Tell me the lie. I want you to tell me the lie. Do not use any narrative. Do not. It seems like you're using a narrative, Chris Smith. And all I'm saying to you, I want you to tell me the lie. All I want you, Chris Smith, just you tell me. You specifically tell me. You know the reason why the program goes a long time if close off, you know. We should have closed off the last 15 minutes now, Chris Smith. And you may whip and tell me at least one lie. Because you said I'm not being honest. You said I'm not being honest. I want you to tell me the lie. You know the number to call in. The link is there to call in. Come on, Chris Smith, and tell me the lie. I want you to tell me the lie, Chris Smith. I want you to tell me the lie. Me no want you tell me no other thing. Madville said, nah, the commentators did mention the altitude might be a problem for other teams. Oh, me never know that. I put that in context. I never had that in mind at all. Stephen said, I agree, it's not a good sign. It's a good sign, but remember, people were saying that this team couldn't score, and everyone was wondering where the goals were coming from. True. Let me tell you, Stefan, I was one of those persons, because in the preseason, they were creating chances, but they weren't putting them away. But the thing that I'm looking at right now is that the team is going into stride. They're getting into stride. As I said, the defensive aspect of it, I do think that we could have... all right. So the reason why we said the team was more defensive is that when we saw them playing against the big men, they look well organized. They look well structured. Despite the big men score against them, that is football. They look organized, and I thought that would have been their best setup. Now, with us seeing them scoring so much goal now, it would have seemed that the script has been flipped. It would seem that way. That's how it would seem. TikTok said, you wouldn't say that they are hateful because they would eat you up too. If you agree like the police did, the good won't say anything about the bad. TikTok, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're talking about TikTok. Or we would have problems scoring. But as we talk about re-scoring goal, we don't have the major issues of scoring goal. No. And we're creating a lot of chances, actually. We're creating a lot of chances. I thought I would have struggled creating chances. Jamaica said, Kirky unlucky last night. Ball slapped the post. Yeah, good opportunity to score a goal. It had the post in there as early as 5 minutes or intent in that game was known. As early as 5 minutes or intent in that game was known. The problem is this now, people. Jamaica, we might not see Orion Watson for the next game. We might not see him because he has played all 3 games now. All 3 games. Chris Smith said, give us the truth and fair analysis of the game and the players are be balanced. For example, we had the bad calls against us and we had calls in our favor. The thing is, Chris Smith, you're not realizing that I'm here discussing the red card issue and why we had so much bad calls against us. Yes, we had 3 calls in our favor, but yes, we have 15 out of our favor. So because we had 3 in our favor, that exclude the 15 that went out of our favor. So how is it that we're playing against Costa Rica team? So much calls, none never went, or didn't they have anything in their favor? All Costa Rica got so much calls in their favor. Any thoughts on Trinidad and Tobago? All right, so I saw the match. I only saw the match against Canada. I thought Canada played really, really well. I thought they played really, really well against Canada. But that's the only game that I saw of them. Chris Smith said, don't you think the number 9 should get a red card? That was definitely a dangerous challenge, and he got a yellow card. It was a dangerous challenge, and he got a yellow card. It could be deemed a red card. But he got a yellow card. Mr. J said, when JD say we get bad call, all them agree, but when military say it, it's a problem. Mr. J, that is life here. Jemrick said, yeah man, Cohen can get the start tomorrow. Rest Kirky. I think Cohen will start. I think Ashton will start. And I think Cohen will start. We might see Bell get the rest too. Stefan Ryan said, MG, we scored some good goals. We scored in open play from set plays, and every game we scored first. Our strength to me is not defensive side though. You have a very good point. Open play goal, set piece, free kick corners. That's long range. We have a variety of goals actually to our assessment. We have a variety of goal. We have a variety of goal. We have a variety of goals actually. Let me see something. And Chris Smith, even if Orion was in the get red card, the game already said 2-2 at that point in time. In the 89th minute. So, what much difference would it make? What about the transition foul that Costa Rica didn't get yellow card for? What about all those transition foul that Costa Rica did not get yellow card for? Oh, when I hear you mention in the Chris Smith. So you see the point I'm making. Yeah, man, definitely. Chris Smith said, I'm not disputing the fact that we had bad calls against us, but we had calls in our favor. And don't you think that 80 had a lot of bad calls? For example, I don't hear you talk about, I didn't watch 80 game. I have no reason to watch 80 game. Why am I watching 80 game? I'm only watching the team that are presently threat to us. When I look at the table and look at the team that we're likely to face, those are the team that I'm watching. Chance of us facing 80 minimal. So me not really business about 80. Me not really business about 80. And 80 Trinidad and Jamaica, 80 Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica. These three teams have been getting BS from Concacaf a long while. Jamaica said, I think Malachi should be a right wing, not a right back. He was good. He was brilliant. Mr. J said the amount of time Bell get foul. And no card, they not give them. No card. If the man never a different team, how him if you know, Christmas said, military, wouldn't you say our players are indisciplined? No, they are not. Our players are not indisciplined. Our players are not indisciplined, Chris Smith. They are not indisciplined. They are not indisciplined. They are not. I will not subscribe to that, Chris Smith. If you want to subscribe to that, no problem at all. No problem at all. No problem at all. If you believe that every single card that they get is outright guaranteed legit, that's no problem at you. That's your opinion. They're not indisciplined. They are not. Anyways, people, Southcry said, typical of your backers, MG, you and your sympathizers don't watch the game to see refereeing, but you are there talking like Jamaica get bad calls. No, me never said that. Me never said Jamaica don't get bad calls. Me say every match of Jamaica play in, we get the most of the bad calls. A Jamaica match, me I talk about, you know. Me never talk about Haiti, me never talk about USA, me never talk about Trinidad. Me talk about the match of Jamaica play now. Southcry, I'm speaking about the games that Jamaica. I wanted to rewatch all of the videos you see. I was speaking about the matches that Jamaica played in. I've never said anything about any other team. Jimmy Ricketts said, man will bell shirt and ring him around, drop him on the ground, and the ref just gave a foul. No yellow. I don't think so. Miguel Williams said 80 had a lot of bad calls though. Unfortunately. That's unfortunate for them just to see him. So because 80 get bad calls means anything, our bad call affect us just the same. So I'm speaking as a Jamaican vlogger, as a Jamaican vlogger. I'm highlighting what happened to Jamaica. Should I go out of my way to highlight what happened to USA as well? Should I also go out of my way to highlight what happens to Mexico as well? Who should I really be concerned with? Jamaica, Haiti, Mexico, Trinidad, Ukraine, Russia, Baghdad, Vietnam. Who should I really be concerned with? Who should I be concerned with? I'm heavily concerned with Jamaica, and I'm highlighting a issue. What the heck? Recorder said, well, 80 Jamaica and TNT is the same boat when it comes to ref. Miguel said, I made a comment stating the Caribbean teams always suffer when they come up against Central America sides. Yeah, stuff. Recorder said, it's a Caribbean issue. Rob Smith said, Jamaica was leading 2-0 looking like they might get 3, and the red card changed the game. Soulcry said, MG, that's why you guys think it's a conspiracy against Jamaica. So, Soulcry, when we are playing, when Jamaica is playing a game, and we have consistently get bad calls in the Jamaica game, and the next team don't get bad call, don't you think, or don't you look at it that something is wrong there? Okay, fine. So, Mexico gets some bad call in a game. Jamaica gets some bad call. Jamaica never said nothing about it because Mexico get it as well. So because Mexico get them bad call, Jamaica never said nothing about for them bad call because Mexico get it as well. That don't make no sense. Chris Smith said, military, do you think we could get the most indisciplined team award in the tournament to the amount of cards we accumulated? Of course. We already accumulate them. So we already under root. 10 yellow cards and 2 red cards. That is bad. That could actually send a bad stigma about us. Drew B said, man, know if some out of these guys have any critical thinking. MJ, I think you should ignore them. No, man. Ishmael King said, Jamaica, me G. Southcry said, MG, that's why you guys think it's conspiracy against Jamaica. I'm speaking specifically about Jamaica, Southcry. Southcry, should I be saying that France and Germany play one game and the referee may be a bad call? So because the referee may be a bad call in the France and Germany game, the game of Jamaica get be a bad call now. We know if we discuss it because it happened in the game over there. So that don't make no sense at all. That make any sense? What we should be doing is highlighting every single team, if you are a supporter of that team, about the bad calls them and say something is wrong. We need to fix up either fix up a referee them or something happen. Rob Smith said, I say it again. I see these same people talking about calls go both ways, complaining when their club team get a bad call. Why can't us Jamaica fan get upset? Ricardo Ram said, if you want a change, the Caribbean have to stand up and require more Caribbean refs in this commission. Now go on. Alright, there's a few Jamaican refs. I hope they get the USA game. Short them. South Cry said, yes, talk about the bad calls for Jamaica, but stop push the argument that we are being singled out. So what? Well, on it, South Cry. Me don't say it. So you are tell me say, if Jamaica play 9 games and all 9 games we get bad call, we decide the game. You tell me say we not discuss it. I will not say Jamaica get bad call. Is that what you say? Is that what you're saying? South Cry. Jesse Goodness said, Ricardo Robs, ref was from St. Lucia in the game versus Guadeloupe. Ishmael King said, Rob Smith, it's the same people all the time. Jamaica never do good yet. Miguel said, Caribbean is very weak in the Concacaf. Well said, Ishmael. It's the same people all the time. Jamaica never do good yet. So, Ishmael, right? So, Ishmael, listen to this, Ishmael, right? So, Jamaica play 9 games and Mexico play 9 games. Mexico get bad call in a feeding game, fine. Jamaica, nobody does say nothing about it. Jamaica get bad call in a feeding game. No Jamaican does say nothing about it. Why? Because Mexico get bad call as well. Mad! That's a Mexico business. This is Jamaica business. Let that have been City, United, Arsenal, or any of those Prem teams, they would be here cursing. They're basically saying Jamaica football is not going in the direction they want, so we don't deserve fear. True. I said discuss it, talk all you want, but I'm telling you that the same thing happened to other teams. Yes, it happened to other teams, so cry. Yes, it happened to other teams. Not for them business that. For them business that. So me talk about Jamaica, what happened to Jamaica, and it don't look good to what happened to Jamaica. It don't look good. Did the other team then get red card? Back-to-back game red card? Did the other team then get unfair yellow cards, which is not warranted to be yellow card? Did they get that? Come on, man. Ishmael said, we're not business with no team but Jamaica. Christmas said, foolishness. I think everybody on here love Jamaica and want us to do well. Why would people be on here? I agree, but you Christmas, but you have to understand that. You have to, how was the team treated? You know, let me see. Anyways, people never cut enough. I never go up on the road. I have to go up on the road, people. Here go on, people. MG Sports people never go up on people. We are committing dangerous fouls and asking for a leniency. If we know refs are fight with, stop put ourselves in a position to give refs decision. Yeah, like the 2 yellow cards where Nation Bolt get. Yeah, like those 2 yellow cards, right? Did Bart get a yellow card? Yes, Ian, he get a yellow card, so he probably miss the next game. People, may I jump out and know. South Christ said, Christmas, if you don't behave like sheep, them not like you. Jason Guna said, both were foolish. I agree. Kyle said, where is the GoFundMe link? Kyle, never remember if I drop it in Kyle. Alright, so I just drop it before me go. I go drop it in the comment section of the channel. Never remember if I drop it at all. Let me see if I can drop it.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars?
Let me see if I can get it. See if I can drop it. So, may I drop it now? No, I remember, man. I remember, Kyle. Christmas said, Soul Cry, I see, my brother, I see. This is why our country is in the state that it is, because we have some people that can't be honest, only biased. All right, Christmas. All right, fine. All right, Christmas, fine. You are going Christmas. I want you to go down in Vietnam, to the Vietnamese league, and identify all the bad calls as well. And say, because there are bad calls going on in the Vietnamese league, that means everyone who happened in the Jamaica Premier League, we should not complain because it happened at the Vietnamese league. Jamaica playing the under 17. So I want to go to the under 17, the under 17 nation league or whatever them keeping at the European region football under 17. And whatever bad call is happening down there, I want it to say because it's happening there as well, we should not complain because of that. That's what I'm saying. Chris Smith, I don't understand your logic. None at all. I don't understand the logic. If you think it's biased, fine, no problem. No problem at all. No problem. Just agreeing with Rob, just be more mindful of the refereeing. No need to go that just trying to tying up your hands and those things. Both deserve his card. Spoke to a ref about the matter. The first one, Ian, the first one. What did happen to the first one? What happened to the first one? Robson said, why can't we be upset today? The game was yesterday. Christmas said, military, I don't agree with the bad calls against us that we're talking about. Fine. No problem at all, Christmas. If you don't, this is the thing, Christmas. If you do not agree that we get bad calls, no problem at all. I, for one, believe we got bad calls. Your opinion, I have no problem with it. My opinion, I don't think you should have a problem with it as well. Stefan Ryan said the game was poorly officiated. I also think players never get to keep cool head and indiscipline crept in, but the boys will get better. Southcry said we did not say don't complain. We say stop saying it's Jamaica thing, like it's only Jamaica getting these calls. I am talking about, because my boss, I'm talking about the Jamaica games that I've seen so far, and I'm merely addressing the Jamaica games that I am seeing. And against the teams that we have played, we have gotten the most unfair deals against the team that we have played, and things could have went either way. Played against Guadeloupe, both we got red card, we got yellow cards. Guadeloupe did a lot more fouls and whatever. They didn't get penalized. We played against Costa Rica, we got penalized more than Costa Rica. That's what I'm talking about. Why are we getting more penalized than the other teams that we play against? That is what I am talking about. Military don't even watch the other teams in the region. Why is someone watch the other team in the region? Because I tell someone to watch 80. Watch Trinidad game, watch Canada, watch USA, watch Mexico. Watch the teams them that I am likely to face, which look dangerous. The teams that I am likely to face that looks dangerous. And let me tell you something. If you are able to watch all of the games them, when 3 games are played one time, I have no problem with that. If you are able to watch all them games there, no problem with that. And most of the games them can't watch. Most of the time, Jamaica game, most of the time them watch a game them, and the game will play before Jamaica, and then Jamaica them can't watch it. So I'm still gonna watch the Jamaica game, then I start the Jamaica stream. So I watch the Jamaican stream. Christmas and military, and again, I don't support the calls against us. Ref did a bad job. Christmas, you cannot say that now, man. You can't say that now. Ian comes to the ref, said he deserved both. The second and the card was for retaliation. Okay, Ian, that sounds horrible. However, the ref stated that Gooden's second card was unfortunate. Listen, the first Christmas, Ian Campbell, I want you to go and look at the first yellow card that both bar get. Look at that, please. Please look at that. Alright, so people, me are cutting now. Jason Guna, if we have to pay extra attention to the refs, we are playing with our hands tied behind our backs. MG, by your guys' argument, there is a conspiracy against every team because every team get bad calls. Ref will say anything to justify is bias. Anyway, people, me are cutting now, people. Brandon said there were some cards that were warranted and others were certainly unfair. That is football. That is football, people. That's a part of the sport. People may have the schoolgirl football to cover now. So, unfortunately, me have to go. Schoolgirl football time, people. Schoolgirl football time. Don't know for them time, people. So, anyways, massive respect, people. Hopefully, guys are doing good. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. Long stream this, people. Longest stream this been doing in a long while. Long while. Big up, people. MG Sports, people. The GoFundMe link is in the comment section. If you choose, if you wish, no problem at all. If you choose to, just $1, and that, I'm good with that. But if not, totally fine. Big up people, massive respect. MG Sports TV people are out. Boom.